child, and I was kind of forced into.
This video is sponsored by War Thunder. Elves, truly one of God's greatest failures. Legend has it that 2,700 years ago, a dumpster full of roadkill and genetic material was struck by lightning, and from it emerged a series of grotesque abominations that we now refer to as the Elves. I know this because it was my dumpster, and I saw the whole thing. Ever since that day, it has been my personal mission to wipe them off the face of the earth. And today, in Total Warhammer 3, we're going to be doing just that. Because we're playing as the Beastmen, a gang of marauding and barely sentient savages that want nothing more than to crush your skull with a gigantic boulder. Our goal is to reach Ulthuan, destroy everything, and erect several herd stones so that no one can ever settle these tainted lands again. Do we have what it takes, or will a late-game crisis cause me to annihilate my computer? There's only one way to find out. Okay, here we are in the Obsidian Peaks. We have an army led by Torox the Brass Bull. In case you're unfamiliar with Torox, he's a one-man killing machine. I've never personally seen him cry, and he instills great terror in me on a daily basis. The rest of his army is composed of Ungor herds and a couple of Minotaur. The Minotaur are quite good. In fact, Torox specializes in them, so hopefully late game we'll be able to make an entire army of angry bull people. The Ungor they're like the lower class, second class beastmen. You know, no one respects them. They barely meet the threshold for being considered sentient, and generally you want to just kind of throw them into suicidal situations to allow your Minotaur to, you know, flank and do the things
Welcome
they need
to my channel.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is introduce ourselves to our neighbors. Now, our neighbor is a dark elf, sex criminal, almost certainly. All dark elves are. And her name is Alyssa, but everyone calls her a pedophile. So we're going to just start by killing her at Klar Karan. Now, this is a Pyrrhic victory, and I could auto-resolve this easily, but sometimes you have to make a statement. This is a siege battle. I hate siege battles. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've made the horrible mistake of accidentally accepting siege battle, but we're going to make the most of it. You can see here that Torox is, he's just a hulking monstrosity, but his one weakness is that he's fairly large and susceptible to being shot by archers. Now, on the other hand, archers are fairly susceptible to being chopped into small pieces by Torox. So as you can see here, the Virgin Dark Elf is just no match for the Chad Minotaur. Shit. That guy's entire torso exploded. Wow, okay. Even I wasn't expecting that. Alright, so we've achieved victory in our first attack, and we've managed to sustain some
Welcome to my channel.
Now, mostly that's because this was a siege battle, and I refuse to play siege battles on anything other than 3 times speed. It's a moral stance I take, because I don't like them. But the important thing here is that we can now convert this settlement into a herdstone. You see, beastmen don't really play like a traditional faction, they're a horde faction, so mostly we just run around messing up everyone else's day. In fact, I'm going to make this herdstone here, and what this does is it has converted the entire region into a blood grounds, which you can see here by all this red area. And the more blood I can collect in the blood grounds, then the higher level ritual I can perform. Once I perform the ritual, it basically kind of like desecrates all of these settlements so that no one can settle them again as long as this herdstone is here. So the gameplay loop is to make a herdstone, kill a bunch of shit, perform a ritual to get rewards, and then no one can settle this area pretty much ever again. And so that's the tactic we're going to be using to deal with the elves. We're going to make a series of herdstones, hopefully on the inner ring of Ulthuan, and then Ulthuan, it'll be uninhabitable. That's as God intended. Ulthuan will be it will belong to the beasts. Okay, so we can technically build some things with the herdstone. Mostly, it's just very simple things to help us kill more people. Personally, I enjoy the Winged Malady. It has a small chance of creating a plague that can affect our enemies, and whenever they get in a fight with us, they start off the fight winded, which is really not the state you want to be in when this guy is trying to kill you. Now, obviously, the goal here is to go to Ulthuan and slaughter as many elves as possible, but honestly speaking, the elves are pretty strong, so we're going to need to develop our society a little further, unlock some better units, and just get some practice in on these surrounding factions, and then we'll move south and off the ocean, go to Alfwan, and see how that goes. So the blood drive continues with Venom Glade. If I can destroy this, I'll get 6 points, and then we're up to Circle of Destruction, and it'll be a great time. Let's actually start with the Circle of Destruction. We also have this meter here. It's basically like a momentum meter. It's called Bestial Rage, and the higher it is, the more
welcome to my
get,
channel.
and the lower it is, well, it starts messing
welcome
with us.
to my
and the
channel.
way you fill it is by killing a lot of people in a short amount of time. So this really incentivizes like a meathead play style of just killing everything nearby you at all times. Not great for politics, but it really simplifies your decision-making process. It's like a flow chart that just looks like, is it alive? Yes. Kill it. Okay, fantastic. Victory.
Okay.
The elves are dead, and my Bestial Rage bar is quickly filling. When it gets to max level, I start slamming my forehead on the desk in excitement. So we're going to raise this settlement, and that's going to give us some points towards our ritual. You can see a fireball forming above this herdstone. That's good. It's a good thing. Now you may be wondering, why do we want to perform these rituals at the herdstones in the first place? And what does it do for us? Well, it gives us ruination. The more ruination we have, the more units we can heal. I need 60 more marks of ruination, and then I can heal the Sandgors, or 100 more to field the Minotaurs. So this is kind of like how we research things. We can only have a limited amount of each of these units, but once we have them unlocked, we can spend dread to increase our unit capacity until we can field an entire army of Cygors, Gorgons, Elemental Beasts, Jabber Slice, all of the weird things you just generally don't want to encounter when you're playing a human army. Additionally, we can gather dread. This is just our primary resource. We can gather dread to unlock new heroes and lords. Now, this is one thing that I've learned about playing the Beastmen. I used to feel annoyed when I would destroy a city. See, the Circle of Destruction. Well, that city was really asking for it, but I would destroy the city, and then another army would come in and colonize it. I would take that personally, but it's actually a good thing, because then I can destroy the city again and rack up more points. So we really just want to be running the clock up, killing as many people as possible, destroying as many cities as possible, and sometimes your enemies will actually just help you in that regard. And it looks like Kalostra... I always used to pronounce her name Cloistra. Anyway, it looks like Slostra... It looks like this fat fucking fish lady is gonna take the settlement. So once we finish off the elves down here, she'll be the next target. Okay, we're moving on the Venom Glade. This will be the last outpost from the Dark Elf faction. Okay, I took a few casualties because I was too lazy to fight that battle manually, but their faction is now extinct, which is very nice for us. And fortunately for the Beastmen, it doesn't actually cost me anything to recruit new units, and there's no upkeep either. These kind of funny little goat people, they don't have a very profound understanding of personal finance, so I can field a pretty large army and replenish my army without too much trouble. An oddly pleasant experience playing the Beastmen so far, I won't lie. We've just been issued a quest to defeat this army. Now, I'm going to warn you, it's never just this army. The quest always says, oh, just kill some Dark Elves. Get in there, there's like 500,000 people. So we're going to want to improve our military a little more before we tackle that one. Okay, Silostra has colonized the Venom Glade. We're going to go back there and beat the ever-living shit out of her. Now, technically speaking, Silostra is, I think, rank 81, and we're strength rank 151. So, on paper, we should have no chance of killing her. But I am a animal, a wild beast of the woods. I run around on all fours and bite people in public and give them rabies. And furthermore, I don't know how numbers work. So this whole strength rating system, I'm just going to disregard it for the entire playthrough. Okay, we could auto-resolve this, but it would kill just about everyone. So we're going to fight them. But before we go any further, I have to tell you something. War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat sim ever made, and it's available for free on PC and console. You can take command of over 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships, ranging from the biplanes of old to the modern tanks and jets we have today. Choose your favorite weapons and allow War Thunder to envelop you like a warm blanket with its detailed vehicles, realistic graphics, and authentic sound effects. There are over 70 million people that want to liquefy you with a 120mm smooth bore cannon, so I suggest you dive in today and start fighting them off. Personally, I enjoy the damage X-rays, which help explain what happens to the human body after it has been hit by 50 BMG. Other than that, the variety of game modes and customization options are fantastic, and the game is so well optimized you could run it on a treadmill. I want you to use my sign-up link in the pinned comment to download the game for free on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox. It'll give you a bonus pack with multiple premium vehicles, an XP boost, 7 days premium account, and 100,000 silver lions, along with my personal and undying affection. Thank you, War Thunder. Now back to the video. These things are a little concerning, just visually. I don't like the looks of this, but otherwise I'm sure we'll be okay. Yeah, this is looking a lot better here. S.W.Frost's army is largely disintegrating. There's a couple of more hardy units on the map, like the Damned Knights Errant. She's relatively tough, but you know, they're just all blobbing up around Thorox, and that's never going to be a winning strategy, so this should be fine. Okay, S.W.Frost's main army has been defeated, and so this battle should basically pave the way for our warpath all the way through her empire. She'll probably have a couple of secondary armies that we might have to fight, but usually this early in the game, when you kill the main enemy, that's pretty much it. Unsurprisingly, she's decided it might be a nice time to call for a peace treaty. She's offered me her entire inheritance. I don't know what numbers are, I don't care. Since we're a Horde faction, we don't really have any cities per se, but Thorox himself is kind of his own mobile city. And you can see we can kind of upgrade these little buildings to get access to new units. And currently we have unlocked the Gore Herd, which are slightly better than the Ungore, but I still don't respect them personally. However, these guys have great weapons. That's pretty nice. We're gonna get a few of them. Okay, well, I've waited around for a little while, but our enemies don't want to push into the blood grounds. They're actually kind of hiding out over here, so I think what I'm going to do is just perform our ritual right now. We'll get 22 marks of ruination. It's not great, but it'll, you know, it's a start. Once we get 25, we reach ruination level 2. That unlocks all of these things here, you can see, and it allows us to field more armies. So the more ruination we have, the more capacity we have to field armies, and more capacity for each individual unit. Right now, nothing great. But I am having a grand old time walking around in S.W.Frost's territory and just disregarding her entire existence, because I'm really not worried about it. Okay, this is the capital city of the vampire pirates, the Twisted Glade. I don't actually like our odds right now. Giving us a valiant defeat, high casualties. That's not good. But looking at her army, it doesn't look that terrifying. The vampires usually have a lot of really powerful ranged units, but she has like 1, 2, 3... I guess these deck droppers are kind of annoying. I don't know, I'm not that worried. I'll just lay siege to them because I really don't like fighting siege battles. So hopefully they'll come out and attack me. Oh, okay, so I don't know if you saw that in the background. Elithanar just finished off S.W.Frost Direfin's army. So she's in a pretty desperate situation now, which is why she's come out of her gates and she's trying to attack me. I'll take the fight, and I think I'll win. The plan is just walk at them. We're just gonna walk them down. Also, as Beastmen, a lot of our units are actually hidden just by being, you know, kind of in the forests and near the forest. Like, it's hard for our enemies to see exactly where we're at. So we can usually creep up on people pretty good before they see us. So this is going all right. Some of my units are just being absolutely annihilated by bats, and that's a little suboptimal, but otherwise I'm not detecting too many issues with any of this. Something you have to try to avoid in this game, this is just beginner stuff, and it happens to me all the time. Blobbing your units up like this, there's no need for it. Get the units out and around, and then try to circle on your enemies. Hit them from behind, do a lot more damage. Get at their archers, helps a lot. Oh, this is a great opportunity for me to summon a Cygor and see how that goes. There he is, big man. Big man, throw a boulder at all these little men, how about? Okay. We need to work on the aim, but everything else, great. Being within like 100 feet of Thorox is a real occupational hazard. It doesn't matter if you're on his team or not. He's just killing everything out here. Okay, enemy army is basically fully crumbling. We're just waiting for them to give up at this point. Fantastic. Okay, so we've exterminated the vampires. The drowned are now its faction destroyed, and I've the Twisted Glade as the next Herdstone, meaning that our new blood grounds is actually there's a lot of overlap. But I definitely have to kill the Black Forest and the Monolith, which means good old Elithanar is, well, he's gonna have to die. Alright, next target is going to be Elithanar. Who is Elithanar? I don't know. An insane psychopath. He was dropped on his head as a baby and he fell down 42 flights of stairs. So now I'm going to perform a late stage... What am I talking about, bro? I'm just like rambling. He's got some strong weapons and he's also level 14. And yeah, his army looks... This is gonna suck. Alright, we can do it though. Yeah, this is a valiant defeat auto-resolve. This is a Pyrrhic victory auto-resolve. Against my better judgment, I think I'm going to try to fight this just because all of his army is just, there's no front line. It's just archers, which means that I should just be able to run them down. 90% of our army is hidden. Positionally, they might have a hard time accounting for that. You can see the balance of power is certainly not in our favor. Okay, any second now I'm expecting to get shot in the side of the head with an arrow. And there it is. We just kind of walked into a bunch of hidden shadow warriors, and they're gonna focus fire the Minotaurs down pretty hard. But I think we can close the gap on them in this relatively short time frame. I think we can do it. Once we make contact with them, they're gonna have a really hard time getting away. Okay, that's good. We've got them on the run now. We've engaged them with the Minotaurs. Usually these elves, they're very annoying because they can shoot and move at the same time. They're just dreadful to interact with. This is just going to be a painful fight because it's going to be me chasing archers with infantry, which is like not good for anyone. Like no one enjoys that experience. The infantry hate it. The archers really hate it. And the people managing the units, painful. Alright, the battle's just about done. All that's left is, well, everyone's dead except for Elithanar, so we just have to go find him and chop him up a few times. There he is. As soon as I targeted Elithanar with the Cygor, he started running away. What's wrong, buddy? Don't want to be crushed by a gigantic boulder? It's a shame. It's like the nicest thing that I could possibly do to you, given all of the options. Okay, we're getting close to unlocking the fire pit, which will finally allow us to unlock Minotaurs. You better believe my entire army is, by late game, just going to be Minotaurs. I'm going to continue our path up to the monoliths, hopefully get some good fights in. Go to the monoliths, decisive victory, easy, loot and raise. This gives us a few things. Most importantly, it gives us enough money to construct the fire pit. Okay, by utilizing the beast paths, I've managed to sneak my way into Elithanar's territory, and I'm going to take the Black Creek Spire. Shouldn't be hard at all. And this will be our next herdstone. It'll be kind of a base camp. And from here, I think I can just farm Elithanar for more and more blood. He's a pretty strong faction, and though I've taken some of his territory, I don't think that I've totally crippled his capabilities, you know, to fight me. So I'm just gonna let him build an army, and then I'll destroy it, and then he'll come back, and I'll destroy it again. And hopefully we'll achieve enough ruination to unlock the ruination level 3. So we'll need to get above 30. I'm gonna try to bait Elithanar into fighting this, just because I really respect his army. I think I can take two armies at the same time.
Hello, Kikiri. Hello, welcome.
This isn't good. My army failed to spot an enemy ambush. They have launched a surprise attack, surely giving them the upper hand. Look at what a little fucking cock Elithanar is.
What do you think you're doing, my pitiful vessel maiden?
I am breaking the cycle. I refuse to be your sacrifice.
Disgraceful. Rage is unbecoming of you, child.
This is not rage. For millennia, the vessel maidens have died so you could live. Now feel the unending abyss of their despair.
What are you doing?
Why don't you show our guest the torment that now fills you?
What's happening? Get out of my mind!
Well, what do we got here? Nice to meet you.
I don't know what drove you to this madness, but I'm going to stop you.
This would be so much easier if you had died with her. No matter. I can still take what I need.
You think this is over? You know nothing of the power I've been given. Orobis showed me the way. All I needed was the key, and you brought it right to me. The power of the epoch is mine.
That was the fucking lie.
Welcome back, traveler. Ah, her. Just missed her, I'm afraid. You showed up a minute too late. I missed the part where she was my problem. You want to stop her? Stop her. Leave me out of it. The epoch. Show me. Oh. I see. I've seen. She drew on its power to create those rifts in time. Little trick Orobis must... Back? When exactly? Give up? That's the problem. I've heard that before too. Take it in no. Farewell, traveler. And good luck. Welcome back. I miss the... Back. No. Farewell, traveler. Stay safe.
What brings you here? May Eterra guide your travels.
Take care.
He won't even make eye contact with the bull. He's just staring at the ground all defeated. Okay, we're gonna mess you up, man. You shouldn't have ambushed us like this. So there I was, walking through the field with all of my homies, when suddenly, out of nowhere, we were attacked by wild savages, tree people, shooting pieces of wood at us, and also a bunch of cavalry that were deployed on the other side of a lake. Anyway, I'm gonna go kill these guys now. Okay, all in all, things are going pretty good. This is where they mostly spawned in and attacked us from. You can see how that's going for them right now. They did kind of flank us with some cavalry from across the lake, which at first I thought was just a hilarious misplay. But then I kind of forgot they existed, and so it kind of worked. But we're reorienting ourselves, and this should be, yeah, we'll have this taken care of in no time. Also, we can see here Olithanar himself is just really no match for for Torox. He's getting a train ran on him. This is nice, though. That's experience for us. Ooh, let's see how our new giant does. Oh, you'll fit right in. Yeah, you're great. Okay, after a little bit more slamming and smashing and ripping and tearing, the High Elves are in full retreat. Oh shit, I think my guy died. Okay, so after fighting that battle, we've been awarded 8 points towards our next ritual. So if we can just keep doing this over and over again, we can rack up a lot of points. A little ironic now, the cows are farming you. Okay, I was trying to give Elithanar some time to rebuild his army so I could attack him again, but you know what? The rage meter, it's not working out. So I'm gonna go to Karankar and take the fight to him. How the fuck is that possible? I'm gonna lose these 2, and then I give one of them a buff. And then I'm gonna lose 3? Oh, what's that? You're gonna kill my units that I got for free? Oh no! How will I ever recover? Okay, the ritual's getting more powerful. We are at a devastation of 14. That's nice. We're aiming for about 30. Oh yes. I'm just looking through my hero recruitment. Lakshi, gonna have to work on the name. He has unsated bloodthirst. Minotaurs gain 10% weapon strength. All Minotaurs in the army. That's huge. I don't even care. You don't even have to be able to cast any spells whatsoever. Just sit in the corner of the map and provide me that buff. This is gonna work out great. It's gonna be a terrific team. And now Elithanar looks like he's going to attack us again. Okay, we failed to spot his ambush, but something tells me not going to make a difference. We're going to slam them. We're going to smash them. It's going to be R-rated. And this time I remembered about their little fancy maneuver where they had the cavalry attack me from over the river, so I kind of set up some spearmen there, and I'll bring the Chaos Giant as well. Everyone can get some. Oh, where is my pretty little Elithanar? There he is. Torox is going to go introduce himself. Those guys weren't even attacking Elithanar. He just got pushed over by a bunch of bulls that were rushing to combat. This guy is really just doesn't have a battlefield presence. Okay, fantastic. Another W for the Beastmen. Okay, Elithanar, his army is in ruins. Technically, he survived. This guy just cannot stop leading hundreds of thousands of people to their immediate demise and then somehow surviving with like 10 health. Someone needs to fire this guy. After that battle, we got up to 26 ruination, 26 devastation rather. Quite nice. If I can finish off Elithanar's army and maybe this other army there, take out the Shrine of Ladriel, we'll be in a very good position. Ooh, that's not really great. The Sword of Cain has been claimed, and it's been claimed by Alariel the Radiant. She's gonna be one of our enemies not too long from now. Oh, that's a shame. The enemy failed to spot your ambush. Attack now and the element of surprise will give you the upper hand. Well, I think I'm gonna have to show him how a proper ambush is conducted. I think it's only fair. Yeah. And it's pretty hard to lose a siege when that's happening. His knights are being chased around the battlefield by Torox. And, wow, okay, this is going fabulous. I wouldn't change a thing about this ambush. Elithanar himself is having, like, a mental breakdown. He's not even shooting. He doesn't know what to do. He's just running around in random directions, jumping, spamming every button on his keyboard. He knows it's over. It's so over. And then he's dead. That's how you do an ambush, you little twerps. Better luck next time. Oh. Okay, well, some random Tomb Kings have decided to declare war on me because they have a -40 aversion to me just racially. They really don't appreciate me. Normally, this would be something you'd be concerned about, but, like, I don't own anything. Like, there's nothing that you can do to me that is gonna bother me in any way. So, you know, go nuts, man. This is one of my settlements, okay? If you think you can make it worse, like, be my guest. Alright, Elithanar has basically rolled over and died at this point. I don't blame him. It's, you know, I probably would do the same thing. He has one settlement left, a Blacklight Tower, and a decomposing army. So I'm gonna go over there, finish him off, and then we'll just kind of take a look at what our next move is going to be. Oh yes, and we're gonna do this ritual for 36. Pretty nice. So the ritual of ruin has been performed. We got 36, and that puts us at ruination level 3. So looking at this menu, we're going to have access to giants. We already have those. Chaos spawn, Beastigore herds with great weapons, gouge horns, Beastigore herds. Yeah, it's the usual stuff. It's going to be exciting once we can get access to these guys and these guys. So we just got to keep pushing our tech forward a little bit at a time. Final attack on the Blacklight Tower here. Let's see how this goes over. Pyrrhic victory, medium casualties. Easy. easy. There's no greater pleasure in this entire world, I'm confident in saying this, than being able to auto-resolve a siege battle, and there we have it. Okay, at this point in the game, most of our immediate threats have been taken care of. We are still contending with a lot of people that don't like us, and some Tomb Kings that want to kill us, but they probably don't know how. So I think it might be reasonable to open up the rewards of dread, go over to lords, and we're going to recruit a second lord. Now these are legendary lords, so you know you probably want to start with them before you get into the unnamed randoms. I'm going to take Morgur the Shadowgrave. Now unfortunately what that does is it actually confederates me with them, and his bestial rage is really low. I've never been so bad at the game that I've run into this issue, so I'm going to try to solve it on the fly. I have no intention of playing in this region, so instead I'm just going to abandon his entire army and disband him and then recruit him. I'll re-recruit him up in this region. Okay, so from all the way across the world, what? From thousands of kilometers away, a man I've never met has come to me and he says, I have traveled far. The least you can do is listen. And then what he's asking, he's demanding that I pay him money. It's like someone from Romania traveling all the way to my house. And then they're like, listen, you have to hear me out. And then they just threaten me. I mean, that sounds in character. But I'm gonna... Oh, it will result in war. Oh, whatever will I do? The highly secluded wood elves that never leave their creepy little forest are gonna be at war with me. I'm quivering. Okay, the Tomb Kings that declared war on us earlier are... They're expanding. They're actually becoming a somewhat formidable faction. They're strength rank 15. I think they're one of the strongest ones I've met so far. I mean, I'm still not worried about them, but I'll definitely take the opportunity to kill them. But before I do that, I'm looking at my army. It's in a pretty good position. You know, I've got some decent units. I think I'm ready to finally fight that quest battle that was issued to me like 40 turns ago. So this is win the following battle with Torox the Brass Bull's army. And if we do this, we get a nominal amount of money, some casualty replenishment, the Rune Tortured Axe. That's what I'm really after, and a lot of dread. So we'll go do this. See, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? They say you have to fight one army. They say it's just going to be Eugene Dreadtongue, but then he brings his friends, Forcus Pisstaker and Movar Spiteheart. However, I think, yeah, we have Sporticus. So this is just going to be a big, messy, disgusting battle. It should be interesting. Oh, they've got some Parganeth Executioners. These guys are quite nasty. Whoever goes up against them is going to be beheaded. So I'm gonna probably just ungores maybe that I don't care about. Okay, the lines are crashing against each other. We're more than a match for them, especially once you take into account my Minotaurs that are going to be working on the right flank. They really don't have much to offer us in terms of resistance. Now, unfortunately, our last spellcaster was killed in a tragic motorcycle accident, but we've got a new guy, and he can do this. So you could say it's all working out all right in the grand scheme of things, really. Now, the enemies have folded our left flank because they have those executioners there. It's kind of predictable, but the important people are alive. More Death Knight revelers have joined the battle. Okay, yeah. So I see that what's happening here is that everyone loves a good scrap. And the more people we kill, the more people are going to show up. So there's some people flanking us on the left side now. That truly never gets old. This is the Gouge Horns approaching these archers. I never got to see these guys in combat before. Yeah, you know what? They have the heart of a bull, just not the body. I respect that. The Greenskins have come to join us in this night of slaughter. The orcs are flooding across the field, and I really don't see anything working out for our enemies here. I mean, my entire army has been devastated. But like I said, everyone important is okay. Torox doesn't even have a scratch on him. He's just running around slamming his head
to my channel.
through people. Not even his horns. He's just impaling them with his bare head, which is like a real power move. And then some Norskins have also been drawn by the promise of great battle. Okay, yeah, this is just a fiesta in every sense of the word. Okay, I'm gonna have to lean on the orcs a little bit to carry me through this section of the battle because I don't have enough units.
Yes.
Like my heroes and stuff, they'll be fine, but everyone else is like my giant's going toe to toe with his giant, and it's not going so well for me. But it's okay. It looks like my orc friends are picking up the slack. Yeah, this is nice. This works. All right. After what can only be described as a sexually inappropriate amount of violence, we finally won. A hollow victory. Maybe we should just call it a loss. Well, I don't think so, because I now have access to this really powerful axe. As if I was having any trouble chopping people up into bite-sized pieces before. gonna be really easy now. Alright, so to recap things so far, we are a psychotic barnyard animal that has strangled the life out of everyone that has ever come near us. This has given us a firm foothold in the region and allowed us to unlock several new and powerful units, as well as a legendary lord, Morgr Shadowgave. With this, I had Torox go north and start farming resources from the Dark Elves, and the only other faction standing in our way was the Tomb Kings, who I had largely forgotten even existed until they showed up at my settlement and started kicking the shit out of me. Okay. Tomb Kings are back. They're pretty pissed, but their army is of a fairly low caliber. Perhaps the lowest caliber army to have ever drawn breath on the face of this earth. In other words, I think I can kill them. We don't really have defensive structures per se, but they have to attack us in order to capture the... Oh, no, we do. We do get a tower. Okay. Yeah, this works. So I think I'm going to just try to hold them along this line, let them come through the choke point, and then I'll try to go for a wraparound. Let's see what we can do here. Put the people I don't care about, they'll be like the first people to be shot to death. They're more than likely going to think that we're insane for leaving our flanks exposed, so they'll send these units in to attack us behind, not realizing that behind them is a Razor Gore herd that is going to eviscerate them and eat their entrails. That's the game plan. Tomb Kings start the battle by advancing through the choke point towards us, where we will be ready to receive them. Quite a lot of Tomb Kings. Maybe even a concerning amount of them. Oh dear. He appears to have identified my Razor Gore herds in the woods. Is he shooting them with artillery? I guess the jig is up. That's alright. These things are pretty nasty. Okay, the lines are just flashing now. Nothing too exciting, just a little preliminary cavalry charge, I guess. I'm able to goon up on his Casket of Souls, which is quite nice. Good to get this disabled early on in the fight. There's a few more units on this flank than I had anticipated, but I think we'll be alright. This side, where it's time to spring the trap. There's not much, it's pretty obvious what I was planning to do, but our opponents walked right into it. They're clumping up really hard here, and now we're going to try to get a wrap around. That'll be a lot cooler if it wasn't so dark. Can't hardly see anything. He's got a couple of units that are, you know, strong enough to just plow through my Ungors, but I think on the whole, we're taking an advantageous position. Oh god, no, there's way more reinforcements. This is way worse than I thought. I can't cope. Yeah, he's got the Scorpions out now. It's not good when the Scorpions come out. Morgr is working overtime to try to pick up the pieces here, but this is just really not looking great. Okay, so we might have lost this one. The issue is they had all these archers, and it was hard to get around behind them because they were fighting by this big rock, and I really wasn't anticipating so many reinforcements. So we're probably going to lose this hearthstone. Wow, they managed to defeat us, and you know what? They didn't even deploy as many units as us. We had about 3,500. They had 27. Damn, we misplayed. Okay, so that was a stressful and unexpected setback. With Morgr dead and our hearthstone destroyed, our enemies could start colonizing this region, which would set us back like 30 turns. I tried to bribe them with all the money I had gained from lobotomizing Dark Elves, but they weren't having it. So I put Torox in overdrive and had him begin a rampage through the Tomb King's territory. He was becoming so powerful by this point that I was just using him to solo entire enemy garrisons. Obviously, the bony freaks didn't appreciate this, and it all came to a head at this final battle. Oh, this is what I've been hoping for. The Tomb Kings, 2-on-1 against Torox. All of my army is half dead. I like these odds. Now this is a battle in a beast way because I was in that stance when they attacked me. Since it's in a beast way, I seem to be able to deploy like 90% of my army in a vanguard position, which means I'll be like right on top of the enemy's main army. I'll be able to close this gap in about 20 seconds. So we're just going to be rushing them. Okay, this is still fairly substantial enemy resistance. I'm not gonna say that this is nothing. Certainly not nothing. But I think rushing is our best chance here because we need to try to hit them before they get the reinforcements. The reinforcements are only going to make this harder. The Minotaurs are, I mean, they're getting pieced up a little bit just on account of them being largely alone, but they're holding their own, which is good. Enemy reinforcements will be here soon, unfortunate. I'm gonna try to take out the Tomb King leader using Torox. Yeah. Gaps in their line allow me to get into their archers. I've managed to get some monsters in their back line, which is helping. Oh, but what if I just use the Purple Sun? I've never seen like such a good use case for this in my entire life. Oh yeah, that's gangbusters. That's beautiful. I'm not gonna gonna say this is a flawless performance, but I think we're going to be able to win this. Just based on, like, terror tactics and my enemy not being that good. Okay, we managed to kill some of their leadership. I think there's only one commander remaining. If we get him, the entire army's definitely going to crumble. The biggest mistake that the Tomb Kings, yeah, they're falling apart. Now, the mistake that they made was not stopping me. Like, if this gets in your back line, you've made a grave strategic miscalculation. Granted, I don't know how I would exactly stop that from, you know, he seems like the kind of thing that would be hard to do. Seems like the kind of monster that kind of goes where he wants. But, yeah, you gotta try to stop that. Beautiful. That's a nice win. All right, so let's do a quick overview here. It's turn 73. We don't have a lot to show for it, but maybe that's the mark of a great Beastman player. We've castrated the Tomb Kings, so we have their scrotum. You know, they went from strength rank like 20 to 79, and the Dark Elves to our north, they're not so strong either. I mean, what are they at? 37? Forget about it. What I'm going to start doing now is posturing for a move into Ulthuan. I think this is going to involve an invasion of the Wood Elves because they hate us and it's, you know, it's going to happen eventually. So I may as well kind of kick things off on an advantageous note. Once we have the Wood Elves subjugated, we're going to work our way down these glades until we're somewhere around here, hop over here, and just start colonization of Ulthuan. Got all of the late game units that I think I'll need access to. I think we can do this now. So we're going to regroup a little bit here. Certainly we have a lot of armies, and we're capable of doing some terrible things. Oh, Alarielle. Okay, Alarielle has declared war on us. She's aloof, safe and secure, away from the rest of the world. This leader is mostly unmoved by the fate of others, but apparently she's incensed to violence by the existence of beastmen. Okay, this is a little ahead of schedule, but I think we'll be okay. That's just one high elf faction. Who cares? So far, we haven't had any contact with Alarielle or Radiant. She's just kind of staring at us angrily from across the water, and that's fine. We'll be over there probably in the next 10 turns to, you know, deal with that. Okay, so things are going pretty well for us at this point. I mean, the Dark Elves are technically alive, like they have a pulse. It would be illegal to kill them, but just barely. The only issue is that we have the Wood Elves penetrating us from two positions, like a double-pronged dildo that also hates us. We have minus 241 relation with them. So you could say it's a complicated relationship, and I don't suspect that it's going to resolve peacefully. Otherwise, we're just going to spend the next few turns cleaning things up, and we should be good. Barbed knuckle boxing? This is sweet. I love this faction. Like, I just realized my guy literally doesn't have a weapon. He just has a chain wrapped around his fist, and he's going around punching people to death. I couldn't write a better faction, honestly. This really is like the best faction for just fucking with people. Like, I'm destroying all your stuff, and I've also destroyed all my stuff already, so you can't even like retaliate. Just seethe. That's all you can do. Yeah, it's about time, you big dumb bitch. The Sisters of Twilight have declared war on us. So this is about to get interesting. As far as I know, this is going to be a nightmare matchup for me, because the Sisters of Twilight, they're Wood Elves, okay? So like the degeneracy is on a whole nother level. In order of degeneracy, I would say the Dark Elves are the least degenerate, because they're at least open and honest about being sex-addled freaks. And then the High Elves are somewhere in the middle for their degeneracy. Something about them just creeps me out. But definitely the top of the list for, you know, complete absence of morality is the Wood Elves. They specialize in this kind of guerrilla warfare, hit-and-run tactics, and they use a lot of archers. You don't have to be a very good archer to hit a Gorgon, for example. We're going to be absorbing a lot of fire. But luckily, they're some kind of pacifists, because they seem to be incredibly underleveled. The Sisters of Twilight, their armies right here, they're level 15. They haven't been doing a whole lot, clearly, because Torox is level 38, and I'm going to go absolutely annihilate them. They tried to ambush the Flame Spiders. You played yourself, I'm afraid. Okay, they're trying to run away. I hate to break it to you, but running exactly 12 feet is not going to dissuade me from pulling off your head. Yeah, this is just decisive victory. You know what, guys? In the interest of time, I would usually just auto-resolve this, but it's important in life to appreciate the little things. Sometimes you have to pet a cat on the side of the road, sometimes you have to smell a rose, and sometimes you have to crush your enemies with your bare hands. You have to enjoy it, alright? These are the things that keep us alive, so I'm going to enjoy this. This is half of my army right here, it's just this. Such easy management, I kind of love it. Alright, very good, here we go. Straight down the pipe. The rocks are landing. pretty good. Minotaur advancing through the woods. They're still undetected right now. They get pretty close before being detected. Our enemy does have some flying units, which are like kind of bothersome just because I have no ranged units whatsoever. I've just kind of given up on that. Maybe we can throw some boulders at them. I guess that might technically work. Yeah, our enemies are not having a great time. That's so good. Eventually, once we kill all of the ground units, they will be forced to land, and they're not going to like what's waiting for them. Okay, no, they decided not to land. They just gave up. They flew away with full health. You know what? Something tells me this isn't going to be as hard as I thought it was. We lost 2 models. They only have 1 kill, so 50% of our casualties were friendly fire. That's pretty nice. I'm impressed with myself. I think we can have this wrapped up. I mean, there's what, like 7 settlements? Not too bad, actually. It's a walk in the park. And now we can focus all of our attention on the Wood Elf. Venom Blade, easily captured. Medium casualties. Okay. Thoros is going to plow through to the Temple of Ada-Ioth, which I struggled to pronounce even after 3 attempts. And what we're going to do is turn this into a Hearthstone, and then that'll give us, I think, a Blood Grounds over pretty much all of the Wood Elf territory. Oh, this is in an existing Blood Ground, so I can't make it here. Okay, so I'll have to make one at Val's Anvil, I think. Oh no! The end game crisis. The Wild Hunt. Now, fortunately, I don't think I turned the difficulty setting up too high, because there's only 2 armies. They're pretty good armies. I think we can take them. Okay, the Wood Elves are taking both of their armies to Hag Hall, and from there I think they're going to try to attack me at Val's Anvil. Now, Malagor he's definitely not ready for that. It's unfortunate, but I think Torox can like 4v1 at this point, so not a big deal. Yeah, I'm gonna put my balls on the table. Torox is right next to a big garrison, the Sisters of Twilight, both of these armies, and let's see if they take the bait. Oh, they're taking the bait! I've distracted them from Val's Anvil by getting them to attack 3-on-1 Torox. Let's try it. This is supposed to be a decisive defeat. I think there's a good chance everyone's going to die, but Torox is like, he's such an animal. He's such a laser-brained, cum slut, sex pot. Yeah, I already used that joke. Let's see what happens. Oh no, we're in the Beast Path because I was in the Beast Path stance. So it's going to be a nice, tight, narrow area for us to fight. It's not clear if that's going to be to my advantage yet. I mean, it will simplify things, but it'll also probably help them bottleneck us. 2 enemy reinforcements are coming in right next to me. So I'm thinking I just wait for these armies to arrive. I'll literally just sit here and wait for them. Oh, does Cygor has an ability? What does this one do? Warp Gaze. Oh, that's terrible. He can petrify his enemies so they can't move. So imagine you've got this thing like 20 feet from you, then suddenly you're unable to move, but you're able to watch him slowly pick up a gigantic fucking 3,000-pound boulder, put it on his shoulder, and launch it at you, and you just have to stand there and take it. They're going to come in, they're going to have a very bad time because they're all ranged units. The main enemy army appears to be taking an aggressive posture against us. I think they know what I'm trying to do, so they're trying to get to me and stop me from killing all of their reinforcements. But if they want to do that, they're going to have to eat a few boulders on entry. Good luck with that, fellas. I think the Wood Elves are giving up. Yeah, I think they're taking a defensive stance. They've realized they're not going to make it in time to save their reinforcements, so they're just going to wait for these ones over here 15 seconds.
Iro, nemaš ti ovakve gumice?
Nemam se, ali ja ne koristim
Skinuo
to
sam
ništa.
slavinu sa sudopede, zatvorio vodu, da diraš.
Što
Bi
bi
napravio
dirao?
poplavu.
Što bi dirao?
Zatvorio sam vodu.
Dobro.
Tamo je curilo na ovu slavinu u Nišu. Negdje događa da vidim da nema.
A vidi.
Drop something. Might have to drop something.
O, brat.
So now that they have these reinforcements, it's going to be a lot easier for me to hit them with boulders because there's so many more Wood Elves. Okay, here we go. They're coming onto the map. I've got this area pretty congested with Minotaurs. They're high mass entities, so like very difficult to kind of push your way through them. So all of the enemies coming in at this gnarled, old, corrupted, oozing tree, yeah, they're being killed. I think the Sisters of Twilight themselves are dead currently. Everything else is charging across the field in a pretty unorganized kind of pattern. Still more reinforcements coming through here, so I gotta keep most of my guys there, but I'm gonna start pulling off some Minotaurs. We're gonna have to receive all these enemy reinforcements. This is what I was worried about, just so many enemy archers. It's just an absolute fiesta over here. Torrox is in on it. He's going insane. Oh, yes. Yes, we're getting the Purple Sun of yearS right in there. Oh, it's so good. Just gonna keep spamming the Purple Sun on these guys. We've got some good matchups too, though. Like, their Tree Man is being... Okay. Supposed to be getting messed up by our Gorgon. Oh my god. Torrox is, like, not a scratch on him, so this is good. More enemy reinforcements are arriving from this position. That's not great. I thought we had seen the last of them. Okay, everyone's starting to crumble a little bit here. This isn't great. Still, I'm putting a lot of faith in Torrox because he hasn't taken like any damage yet. What's going on here? I'm trying to determine if it's worth nuking this place, but it's just everyone's covered in blood. Everyone's covered in everyone else's entrails. It's such a mess. The Wood Elves, look how tenacious they are. They're being slaughtered down to the last man. Like, every single unit here has an absolute sliver of health left, and they're steady. They're a little tired. Like, they're not breaking. Okay, Torrox is managing to assassinate some of their leaders. Very good. It's just Torrox and the heroes now. The heroes are gone. It's just Torrox. Torrox is the only thing left on the field, but he's he's wavering. Fuck, I was just about to say he's unbreakable. Torrox never gives up. We fucked that one up a little bit. I mean, we got a lot of kills. We got hundreds of kills on most of our units. I'm not sure which army I'd rather have been in. They both got pretty messed up, but I think we can actually probably push the fight on the next battle and win. Oh, they're coming after us again. You people are out of your mind. Torrox is going to turn himself into a cannonball and plow right through you. No, this isn't going to be a Pyrrhic victory. This is going to be me sending Torrox in by himself and soloing your army. Torrox is going to mangle these poor people. Everyone else just kind of hides over here, I think. Yeah. Okay. Sisters of Twilight are dead. Torrox is just getting mobbed by Hawk Riders. He hits them once, and he's like, "Really? Do you guys really want to do this?" And they're like, "No, we don't." Ooh. Damn, shame if someone killed you. Yeah, victory. Sweet. Okay, so what's the back shot off of all of this? Well, Torrox kind of sacrificed himself by throwing himself headfirst into a Wood Elf death trap, and his army is in shambles. But the nice thing is that the Wood Elf armies are also in shambles. I mean, most of them are like 5 to 7 units. Half of them are dead. So Torrox is going to pull out, take a little vacation. He's earned it, and we're gonna swap out for Malagor the Dark Omen and Morgr the Shadow Gave. They're gonna start taking a more active stance in this theater of war. Oh wow, we got our ass kicked so badly that the buildings are damaged. What the fuck? I didn't realize that was possible. Wood Elves are trying to rebuild their armies, but they're contending with so much. They're contending with a lot of plague damage. It's kind of slowing them down. And Morgr is pushing on the Witchwood here. He's got it's a stupid army, but it's full health, which is more than the Wood Elves can say. So let's see how they handle this pressure. Oh, I think he's gonna go for it. He's gonna try to fight Morgr the Shadow Gave. This'll be interesting. Morgr is not nearly as tough as Torrox, but I think I can still mess them up a little bit. Alternatively, I run away. Maybe I run away. Looking at this army right now, and I'm like, ah, yes, the army full of random things. That's always a dangerous one. I'll run away. This one's a lot better. Yeah, I'll take this auto-resolve. So that was a Pyrrhic victory auto-resolve at the Ice Gorge. Okay, yeah, see now his armies are split up a little bit, I think. There's got to be someone in an ambush stance. Almost definitely. Oh no, my army failed to spot an enemy ambush. I think we can take these guys. Without their reinforcements, I think we can take them. Okay, our enemies took a really weird approach here. They put half their guys over here, half them over here. We're just gonna go over here. Okay, his idea of splitting his army up, it's not going so well for him because he lacked any front line whatsoever, so my Chaos Spawn are sprinting through the woods and pulling apart his archers. You know your enemy messed up pretty badly when you have units that are in sleep mode. Either you're messing up or your enemy is. This is one of two options. Fantastic. This battle is just about over. It's really just the Sisters of Twilight left, and they're going to have to hit the ground soon. I love how these guys shamble. Oh, and then you think that, oh, they're just shambling, then they break into the full sprint, and it's too late. Land, you fucking pussy. Everyone's dead. Everyone's gone home. He's just cheating at this point. It literally says, the enemy's in control of the battlefield, you must attack by land. No, I don't think I will. Okay, well, I guess I'll just wait for him to land. There he goes. He's a pretty good melee combatant. I'm referring to it as a him, but I'm pretty sure it's actually just 2 women and a dragon. But anyway, it doesn't matter. He's wavering. He's going to give up soon. There it is. Okay, with that, the Wood Elves are now completely in disarray. The Sisters of Twilight, their army is neutered. Everyone else is pretty much dead. We just need to complete a finishing blow by taking the Witchwood, killing off Storag Core, and then that'll do it for them, I think. There's a chance that these Dark Elves to the south might decide they want to kill us. That'd be pretty not great. They're the second most powerful faction in the game. Oh well. You know what, you can't worry about these things. You're just a giant bull, man. Just go around and kill people. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. Torox is going to now finish off the Witchwood. Not even an issue. On the other side of the map, the Wood Elves are probably going nuts and killing a bunch of people, and technically I'm at war with them, but you know what, that really just doesn't bother me. I'm way over here. Not my problem. I'm seeing some pretty interesting upgrade options here for our infrastructure. We can build things like the Mound of Blades and the Pile of Flesh. Is that what my construction is? Just piles of different objects? Mound of Blades, Pile of Flesh, heads on spikes. Okay, that's like at least a little more architecturally involved. But they give us cool army abilities, such as Vile Entropy, drains something's ammunition, reduces its range 50%,
Yes.
touched by the moon, huge buff, 40% physical resistance, 50% damage pretty much across the board. Oh, deals severe damage upon expiry. I see. So phase 1 gives you all these really cool buffs, and phase 2 deals 37,000 damage per second for 45 seconds. Gonna have to be careful about using that one, but I'll take it. That sounds pretty nice. I'm gonna take a hero and try to put him in Ulthuan and just see what's going on over there. Okay, this is their last settlement. Wood Elves now officially homeless. I mean, I don't think that that's going to affect them very much. They seem like the type of people that would be okay with living on the street and ingesting bath salts as their primary method of nourishing their body. Alright, so to recap, our antisocial personality disorder has manifested in us killing all of our neighbors, leaving only vast swaths of rubble in every direction. Now, it's time to launch our war against the most sexually ambiguous man on the planet. Tyrion. Look, I don't have an issue with homosexuals. In fact, they constitute 90% of my Discord server. However, it's the ambiguity that I just can't stand. Because if I don't know what your intentions are with my penis, then you're simply too dangerous to be left alive. So we're going to go over to Ulthuan, perform a demographical restructuring, and call it a day. But first, an overview of our military. Malagor has a unique army composition that I like to call random bullshit. Mortar has cavalry and anti-infantry chaos spawn. Torox is fielding a variety of monsters and minotaurs. And finally, Khazrak is bringing in the siege weapons along with thousands of level 1 spearmen. With that, we hopped on a series of mobilized garbage platforms and set sail, with the next 20 turns looking something like this. We landed on Ulthuan's beaches, realized most of the elves were some kind of under-leveled pacifist morons, killed a whole bunch of them, briefly paused to make fun of Morathi's army. Morathi, what the fuck happened to your army? Do you want to talk about it? Spread a whole bunch of chaos corruption just by existing, and then punched through the Phoenix Gate and established our first Herdstone. Alright, Herdstone is down. Now this is a level 4 Herdstone, which is quite nice. Unfortunately, one of our slots is taken by a largely useless port. I'm going to upgrade for Winds of Malady. Every one of our enemies in the Blood Grounds is going to become tired. Oh, this is a bummer. This doesn't work how I wanted it to work. I was hoping that the Blood Grounds would project outward, but it just mostly seems to be focused on the inner ring. I'm going to need a series of Blood Grounds, some on the inside, some on the outside. Totally do it. It's workable. It's fine. Torox is going to go over to the Shrine of Kurnos and establish Blood Grounds there. Upgrade this one as well. We're here now, and I think that the only true honorable move is to just stand up for what we believe in. I don't just hate Alarielle, I hate all elves. So I'm going to declare war on all of the high elves, starting with you and finishing with you, because you were allied to all of the other elves. Anyway, we're going to go with the buddy system. Khazrak is going to stay near Morgur at all times, and they're going to farm the inner ring for as much violence as they can, and Torox is going to hang out up here on the outer ring and do the same, basically. Khazrak is taking Whitefire Tor. Close victory with medium. Really, it's a close victory with medium casualties. Just on principle, I'm going to fight this. I mean, this is not the most effective army, but goddamn if it's not enjoyable. There's no way that they're even gonna reach us. Medium casualties my ass. This is going spectacular. I love the rock-sized hole that we just plow through there. And then it takes a few minutes before anyone's willing to fill it. They're like, I don't know. Worked so well last time. Okay, things are coming together pretty good. Evershale is gathering devastation. Now, just a reminder, like, devastation it's important. It basically progresses us as a society. And right now we're about middle of the road. We need to get all the way to 500, and that will unlock for us the final battle. What is the final battle? I really don't know. I'm curious to find out, and I won't consider this campaign complete until I do. Okay, I'm gonna put my balls on the table here. Torox, he's rushing 4 on left, and he's not able to attack it this turn. My balls have just been placed on the table, and they're about to be hit with a sledgehammer, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose my Hearthstone here, but that's alright. Did you give the Sword of Cain to a level 7? Yeah, okay, so these absolute lobotomites gave the Sword of Cain to a level 7, and it's in the dominating phase. I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm pretty sure this girl is going insane. I should just go kill her and put her out of her misery. In this campaign, the elves, they're all fairly under-leveled. It seems like no one bothered to challenge them very much. This is why bullying is necessary, okay? If someone had to just, you know, fuck with the elves a little bit, they wouldn't be left...
Hello.
Level 7, level 8, level 19 on like turn 300. Okay, now look. Alarielle the Radiant has just attacked me. She has 2 armies. Technically, I could take a Pyrrhic Victory auto-resolve with high casualties. And that's probably better than what I can do manually here. But I don't think that's what we came for. I think we came to see high elf casualties. So we're going to really see it. It's going to be visceral. The reinforcements will be arriving in 3 minutes because we have a couple points in Lightning Strike. So that increases the time it takes them to arrive here. And with a bit of Vanguard deployment, I think I'll be able to close the distance on her quite quickly. So let's just go for it here. Okay, the cows are charging. He's just offered his Reavers to me on a silver platter, so I'm going to accept that. So the cows are charging downhill. I've also got some on the flank. Okay, his reinforcements are still not here for another minute, and, you know, things are just not going so great for him. She's trying, but there's only so much you can do when there's, you know, people hitting you with great axes and stabbing you with spears and draining the life out of you with arcane magic. It puts a pretty big limiter on what you're able to accomplish. Torox is absolutely ruining the Phoenix Guard, which are otherwise, you know, pretty strong units. These reinforcements are going to start arriving now. I'm going to try to kind of beat them to the punch with these. I have 3 squads of Minotaur that are very fresh, so I'm going to plow them right into the reinforcements, because a lot of these things, you know, they're going to be archers, so we can kind of stuff them up against the wall. That'll be perfect. Battle's pretty much over here against Alarielle's main army. Okay, that's a victory. Wasn't so bad. We just had to crush a few people's skulls beneath our hooves, chase a few innocent men through the woods. Yeah, we got them. Lord Croak is up here? That's not how you use Lord Croak, my dude. It's not an agent. Oh god, they're all around Evershale as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 armies near Evershale. 3 or 4 armies near Torox. This is dangerous. You won't. There's no way you're gonna attack me here. You won't do it. He's thinking of, oh my god, there's 4 stacks. Okay. There's so many enemies around us right now. It's troubling. So Eltharion has sieged me. Their leaders are terrible, so I'm hoping I can morale shock them a little bit, but the actual units in the armies are fairly good, except for these brats are going to stand no chance. They're going to leave as soon as I kill the leader. It's going to be great. On our side, we have just a garrison mostly, so I was going to fight this battle, which wouldn't be so bad. It would take time, and it would possibly kill my Gorbel, but instead I'm just going to take an auto-resolve lightning strike here. So we're basically isolating this one army away from his reinforcements. We don't get our reinforcements either, but it's just way more favorable to us like this. So we'll snatch up that auto-resolve, and this is all going actually quite according to plan. Like, they're coming right to me, right into the blood grounds, and we're just jumping them. Oh, this is just ridiculous. All three of them rolled up together, and I'm just gonna lightning strike them one at a time. Now, unfortunately, this last one I'm gonna actually have to fight because the auto-resolve is gonna kill my hero, and I can't, personally, I can't deal with that right now. Eventually, I'm going to give her enough CTE. It's going to become lethal, and accumulate so much brain damage. It's just slamming her head first in trees. I can't even watch this. Oh, she's dead. So the high elf resistance is not proving to be as effective as they were hoping. Alright, that takes care of most of Eltharion's stuff. Eltharion himself is actually fairly well leveled. You know, he's level 30, that's not terrible. And he's waiting for me in this walled settlement. I'm in no rush to push him. I'm just going to keep developing these herd stones, upgrading them, getting a stronger and stronger garrison, and improving their effects. Oh! Okay, we got a little lucky here. Zilnilin has failed to spot the ambush that we were setting up, and that's just not gonna go so well for him, because there's 3 armies of beastmen that he accidentally walked right into. Bro's done. He's cooked. I'm gonna try to bait these guys. They don't seem very, like, perceptive to my ambushes. I'm gonna hide Torox up here. Maybe they won't notice him. Oh my god, these AI are insane, dude. Your army was spotted by the enemy before it could spring its ambush. You have an opportunity to intercept and engage them in battle. Yeah, I think I will intercept and engage them in battle. Okay, I managed to lure Eltharion out of this little hiding place. He thought the Shrine of Kurnos was vulnerable, but he's wrong, and now I'm going to kill him for it. The enemy failed to spot your ambush. Oh, you give me an ambush battle too? It's not your day, Eltharion. It's really not your day. I feel like when you're fighting the legendary lord of another faction, you kind of want to go toe-to-toe with them. You want to measure your meat against theirs. They seem to have put some kind of a prison spell on Torox. He's unable to move. That's not bad. I mean, that's slowing me down a bit. We managed to get around to his archers on this side here, and if it wasn't for the purple sun draining the soul out of them, well, I don't really like their odds otherwise anyway. So the enemy army is in various shades of full retreat. There's really not much going well for them at the moment. Eltharion is getting 1v1'd by Torox, and he's just given up. And there he goes. They died before the reinforcements even arrived. This was a pretty thorough beatdown of the High Elves. The enemy failed to spot my ambush again. Oh man. Okay, I just chased them down, ambushed them again, so that army's totally done. Eltharion's he's going to be in the penalty box for a few turns, and our rampage is starting to pick up finally. Let's pick a reward. Kind of like this. Enemy leadership -8 in Torox's local region. That's nice. I literally saw this faction. I was like, oh, they look simple. I won't have to read much, right? Like, we've really weakened up the initial wave of resistance here. I think I can start pushing our borders a little further with these the blood grounds. Now, this is a little concerning. However, Torox is ready to claim his birthright. 3 high elf armies attacking Torox. Yeah, let me know how that bow works out, guy. Yeah, why not? Why not a decisive victory? The sword calls to you. Oh, wow, that's nice. Son of a bitch. Die, die, give up, die, 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 die. I was supposed to have the High Elves killed like 50 turns ago, and if I don't kill the High Elves within the next 30 turns, I'll probably just kill myself. Fuck this, I'm taking my shirt off. 3 lizard men army. Something is sinking in to me, possibly a fucking railroad spike. Easy win. We're auto-resolving our way through this. Decisive defeat. You know who I am? Yeah, this is great. This is brutal. This isn't even a fight, man. Never come back. No. This is a second channel video, and I've been like 25 hours of recording. Like, fuck this, man. I think it's time to get a little help out here. Alright, so I started going a little crazy for a while there, but that's in the past, because I've done some things that I'm not particularly proud of, and the lizards no longer want to kill us, and the wood elves are decomposing in a series of weighted bags at the bottom of the ocean. So now we can finally focus on finishing what we came here to do. Okay, it's turn 140, and it's finally time to go. It's finally time to take out the Dark Elves. The Dark Elves gone, Ulthuan will be ours, and the world will be safe again. So, let's get moving on that. Alright, Marathi, it's been real. It's been a really fun time watching you slowly infest the territory that I'm trying to purify, but I think now I'm just going to kill you. Let's declare war. Oh, they're allies with Temri. It's like mildly annoying. So this is going to be Torox against Marathi. This is a close victory, medium casualties, but you know what? I'm a nice guy. I'm going to give her the chance to at least fight us in hand-to-hand combat, because she's level 50, I'm level 50. Let's see what happens. She has some pretty good equipment. Her army sucks, though. Her army is trash. I'm just curious to see how she stacks up against Torox. Alright, running it down, straight down the middle. I think that they're one of the strongest factions in the game, and so am I. This is my strongest army, by far. I think this is one of their weaker ones, except for the fact they have a level 50 Marathi. So let's see how this translates in combat. Mintar are just going to smash right into her front line, or stop right in front of it too. That's kind of anticlimactic, my bad. Otherwise, yeah, things are going pretty good. Torox is plowing down the middle here. Okay. Trying to get my way into Marathi. That sounded kind of bad. I'm trying to make my way to Marathi here. It's a real fiesta of just violence. Torox is at full health. Marathi's about 40, 30, okay, dropping fast. She's not holding up so well against Torox here with the Sword of Cain. I can't even really visually identify where she's at, but you can see her icon up there. She's not doing so great. Alright, well this was over in like 30 real-life seconds. That's great. Decisive victory, low casualties at Balls Anvil. Perfect. Punish. Attack this one. Decisive victory, low casualties. Perform this ritual, no one can settle there. Mortar, the Shadow Gate. Up here, Pyrrhic victory. Oh, I could definitely do better, but I really don't want to do a siege battle with cavalry, so I'll take this. Looking at the hurt zone. He'll sit on it. Okay, Torox is just plowed through like Marathi, Balls Anvil, Torsithai, Aberthir. I'm losing momentum the more I do this, technically speaking. Now, the Dark Elves have lost their main commander in this region, but they do still have several armies scattered about. Many of them are in some level of disrepair, I think from attrition and maybe some combat they were in. So if I can just clean them up, we'll be in a really good position here. In fact, Khazrak is very close to Lothern. I kind of want to go for it. I think I'm going to go for this. This is the main Elven city. The game doesn't want to give us this. It wants to be a close defeat, but I think we're going to fight it. I think we're going to win. Alright, here we are. This is the one and only Lothern. Very lovely castle. It's about to become a lot less lovely because I'm going to pelt it with gigantic boulders. The enemies are trying to kind of counter-siege us with their towers here. It's working to some effect. Yeah, see that? We don't like that. But eventually, you are going to run out of towers. I guess counter-argument is eventually I'm going to run out of boulders. Oh, that's hilarious. I was targeting these archers, but the harpies got in the way, so they started getting clipped by the boulders. Oh god, they're responding quite violently to my entrance, but that's totally fine. We just needed them to blob up so I could spell them. Maybe get some spells on them, and they did that exactly. Alright, I'm ready for the ground invasion with my Ungor herd. The Dark Elves are calling in some bombardments on us using their nearby black arcs, basically just artillery strikes. God damn, they have a lot of monsters here. It's just unfit. Okay, we killed an enemy lord. My lord here, Khazrak the One-Eye, he's just hanging on by a shit. He's broken. He's getting out of here. -4 leadership. He's probably not coming back. Oh, no, he came back. Anything happens to this man, he's done. We're both fairly beat up, and we're just throwing everything we have into this one last push. We're so close. We're so goddamn close. Why won't you people just die? I don't want to do this. You're forcing my hand. Okay, you're basically bashing your own brains out with these fucking boulders. Just give up. Well, that's all she wrote. Alright, so we got, like, just a little bit ahead of ourselves at the Battle of Lothern, as evidenced by the fact that everyone in our army has either 1 health or they're dead, but the enemies are similarly decomposing. No one really won this battle, but we especially didn't win it. I'll be back, though. They're damaged, they're vulnerable. Wait. Do I just go back and do it again? Do I just attack Lothern again? Oh, dude, I'm doing it. I'm doubling down. All of my Cygors will reload their ammunition. You can't convince me this isn't going to work. I won't listen to it. Oh god, they're shooting. Oh god, they're shooting. This is bad. I gotta get out of here. This is a mistake. Okay, so, not ideal, but we've managed to destroy most of their towers, and we still have, what, 6 Cygors remaining? Now, you know, we lost, I don't know, 3 maybe? Now we can start blasting them with these boulders. The game doesn't want to believe in the Cygor and cheese victory, but I need to believe in it. Snipe, you pussies. Where he is going, boys? You don't like my method of warfare? Alright, now I have to execute the very dangerous part of this plan, which is where I take my 164 health Prey Shaman, I ride him right up to the opponent's walls, and then I start spamming Spirit Leech on them in an attempt to kill them. The resilience of the Dark Elves is just like astonishing. I played the Dark Elves recently, they weren't that good. I mean, well, maybe I wasn't that good, but didn't feel like this. I'll say that much. It did not feel like this. Okay, so, Prey Shaman died. Oh, okay, we're getting her to land outside of the city gates. I'm assuming that she's the only thing holding all of them together, and if I can get her to just stop breathing, then maybe everyone else will... Oh, wow, okay. This might work. One more. Try again. Yes. Ideal. She's dead. Please, give up. Everyone else. There's nothing here for you. God, why? Why? What have I done to forsake you, Lord? That this is my experience that I'm having right now. Oh no. They have an eagle bolt throwers. Oh no. It's full health. It can just like one-shot my guys. I am vanquished. I have nothing left to give. Lothern. Okay, bro, you deserve Lothern. You can have it. Alright, so in a stunning attempt to provoke a mental breakdown, I kind of gaslit myself into believing that I could take Lothern on the second attempt. Anyway, here we are. I'll get him next time. Can I go back again? You're out of your goddamn mind if you think I'm not coming back again, you dumb son of a bitch. Go. I'm gonna fucking kill you. That's right, you're going in, buddy. You're going in. You're gonna kill the Shades. You're gonna do it, buddy. This is their commander right there. Chase him down. Chase him down. 344 health Kazrak. Making the difference. Yes. Okay. Their commander's dead. Yes. Yes. Artillery support. Danger close. This is what it's all been leading up to, boys. There's like no one left. Turn around. Turn around. Around. I have to warn you. I'm pretty sure there's just fucking bolt throwers now. There they are. The bolt throwers. The last sign of resistance. They're even firing at us. Damn, they took out one of my Cygors. Damn. Alright, they got my last Cygor. It's getting desperate now, fellas. It's down to Kazrak to clutch this, along with my Minotaur. Alright, everyone, put the buffs on. Time to go. We're rounding this corner. That's where they're going to be waiting for us. The tower's also there. We're taking immediate fire from the tower. We're charging. Surely if we kill every living thing on the map, then we'll have to get the victory then. They can't deny us any further, can it? These are very, very weak enemies, but they're somehow... Oh my god, we did it! We did it! Kazrak with 100 health. My Minotaur with 68. We broke them. Oh, thank Christ. You could call it a Pyrrhic victory, I suppose. Might be fair. Oh, man. You know, the fucked up thing is that they just have reinforcements that are just gonna show up next turn. Okay, but the good thing is, this is a part of a blood grounds. I'm going to loot it, and now it's there. It's secured. It's ours now.
Take care.
Kazrak, take a break, buddy. You've earned a day off or something. Okay, so this is, I think, still the first turn of my war against the Dark Elves, and we cleaned out almost all of their holdings. We need to get them at the Shrine of Assyrian. They have 4 places left here, and then we can consider Ulthuan safe, secure even. Oh, right, I may as well, I've got some armies here. I may as well just hit them back home. Really put the pressure on them all around. I'm still in disbelief about Lothard. That was unreal. No, dude, go fuck yourself. Seriously. I mean that too. Alright, let's see. It's the Cult of Pleasure's turn. This is the first turn they have available after having the war declared on them. Let's see what they decide to do. How do you react to what just happened? Okay, they're just kind of orbiting right now. Their naval presence is nothing to scoff at, but I am a deranged lunatic, a man on a mission, and I'm not going to stop. I will not stop until the world is safe from the pacifist High Elves that have been terrorizing us for these many, many years. Their moral grandstanding, their high culture, ridiculous. Okay, they really did nothing with their turn. Okay, Shrine of Assyrian, done. Okay, Tor Dronil, done. White Peak, Torox is moving on White Peak. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay, the Dark Elves have only 1 settlement remaining, and it's right here. Unicorn Gate. It's being held by Shielda, the Dire Overseer, and some dickhead with a... That's my champion's essence. I bought that for 10,000 gold. Give that back, you son of a bitch. Okay, needless to say, we're going to kill them. Now, right now, I've got them surrounded by Gallic, Mortar, and Pube. Pube, the Man-Seeker? Oh, man. We'll get you fixed up later. Alright, this is the last holdout of Dark Elves. Oh no, you failed to spot the ambush. Actually, I don't give a fuck. And then the Unicorn Gate. Okay, easy win. Oh, fuck, that's beautiful. Alright, there you have it. Ulthuan is no more. We don't have to worry about the High Elves. We have something way better, which is like a feral society of rabid animals. You know, I'm a protector of sorts. I have these herd stones here. No one's going to be able to settle any of these ruins as long as the herd stones are here. So I'm just going to put an army in every herd stone to protect it. And, you know, that combined with the garrison, I think will make this island virtually unassailable. So, mission accomplished. The only thing left to do here is we're at the max ruination level.
Okay.
It unlocked the final battle. So we're going to just go ahead and see what the final battle is. And I can't think of anyone I'd rather do the final battle with than Torox himself. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is good. The final battle, fittingly, is against the French. And also Karl Franz, but mostly the French. Let's do this. We've got some reinforcements too. Kill the enemy lord to rout their forces. Oh, like that's... Man, say less. That's all I'm good at with Torox. We have some Beastmen allies on the right side. You can see they're level 17. Oh, we're grossly over-leveled for this mission. The enemies are level 17, which implies that I should be around level 17. I'm level 50 with the best army in the game. So this should be fun. The Empire is deploying artillery on the hill. Yeah, I'll say there's one thing, is they do have the advantageous position of being at the top of a hill. We have to approach from underneath. It's not great for us. Our reinforcements seem to be tackling the French largely by themselves, but I'll lend them some Minotaurs to help, you know, ease the burden of it. This just feels like a nice little treat. You know, like when you have a hard day's work and then you buy yourself a tub of ice cream? This is my tub of ice cream right now. Bretonnia flanked the war herd with Pegasus Knights. See, there's always more. They're always up to something. Oh, meanwhile, Karl Franz was fighting Torox. Torox is going to reposition and take out these reinforcements, and then we should be in a very strong position, let's say. Alright, who's left? Who is left out here? Lewin. You gotta go assassinate him, and that should put an end to all of this nonsense. Go, Torox, go. Go. He's right there, buddy. Just for dirt, use the Sword of Cain on your teammates. You don't have to tell anyone about that, though. That's just between you and me. Yeah, it's just a little trick I learned. Oh, you're not going anywhere, Lou. Okay, I guess he is. He flew. Yeah, that's the one thing. I'll give them that. I can't fly. I'm working on it. I can jump. Can't fly yet. Opportunity for more friendly fire. Always take it. The gap between you and your teammates has to be as wide as possible. Without units on the ground, the enemy's forced to land. Oh, did you hear that, Lewin? Did you hear that you're going to be forced to land now? Decisive victory. Well, there you have it. With the final quest battle completed and the High Elf menace completely eradicated, we can finally rest easy knowing that our labor has made the world a safer and more progressive place for all peoples, except elves and skeletons, pirates, lizards, all Europeans. But for everyone else, it's great. Finally, don't forget to download War Thunder using my link below to receive your premium vehicles, XP boost, premium account, and a preposterous amount of silver lions. That's all for now. See you later.
As it currently stands, Last Epoch has mixed reviews on Steam. There's some people that are very upset about
Let's see if it's mixed reviews right now or not. There it is. Mixed reviews. Recent reviews are mixed. There we go. This is, in fact, a true.
Pretty rough launch, if we're being honest. And then there are people that believe it is a good ARPG driven from an indie company with good practices towards the consumer. So
Yes.
you end up with mixed reviews depending upon which side of the spectrum you end up falling on. Well, Last Epoch themselves, in fact, notably here, Judd Cobbler, the founder and game director, actually posted this only 40 minutes ago on Twitter, and this is a breakdown and response upon the current situation with Last Epoch. They opened by mentioning Last Epoch had 265,000 players online at one time. So this is your...
I think this was a massive blowout success. I feel like Diablo 4 did more for the ARPG industry and the ARPG genre by allowing other games to get into the genre so they could learn about games that were better than Diablo 4. I think it's great. It got so many people into PoE and to Last Epoch.
Concurrent
maybe one day even Diablo 4 will be good.
Which was number 39 highest concurrent user count recorded on Steam.
That's a lot. That's nuts. Think about how big that is.
They continue to say basically that they're sorry about the server loads and thank you for bearing with them. And they're holding steady now above 200,000 players and made improvements each day to support the demand. They're going to continue to address any issues.
Like think about how many people that is. Like 265,000 concurrent, right? So let's assume that's twice as many people that actually bought the game because half of them probably aren't playing. So you look at 500,000 people that bought the game. So if the game sold for $35 and you take that and multiply that by 500,000, that is $70 million. Think about that. Or sorry, not 70 million. That would be like $17.5 million.
Jutar.
That's insane. I doubled it instead of cutting it in half. Bad math. Yeah, that's nuts. Don't forget Steam Cut. That's 30%. I mean, that's still insane. That's like you're still coming back with $10 million. 11 million.
Up, and then they start to break down about what is incoming. Now, I can confirm I've been playing Last Epoch, obviously, every single day on the live stream, and we will be again today if you want. That's in the description. But as of yesterday, the connection does seem to finally be improved while still under significant server load.
It's good. I played it. It's good.
A bit of what I had heard, and I think they're going to get into this here, but a bit of what I had heard about this wasn't so much a server-related issue as there was a software issue that did not arise until the mass flow of people come up that they weren't aware of. So I know a lot of people are saying, well, just buy more servers. I guess they had the servers. There was an API problem or something. I'm not a dev. I couldn't tell you. I'm sure there was
a problem with the shit and it didn't work. Yeah.
Plenty of devs in the YouTube comments down below that will talk about what's going on that might know.
There was some sort of
bottleneck. So they do mention there's an incoming hotfix in post 1.0 patch. This is actually going to be bug fixing and quality of life patch. This is important in my opinion. There are significant bugs in the moment that at least annoy me. If I'll speak for myself personally, I'm playing a hammered in paladin. I'm throwing a bunch of hammers that spiral around me, and very often these hammers hit literally nothing in the air and just disappear. There's one boss that I had to try 5 times because if you
they do that.
Fight them anywhere in the top half of the arena, you literally can't damage him with hammers, so I had to fight him in the bottom half of the arena, which half the time is covered with AoE damage. So I'm looking forward to these bug fixes.
Jesus.
This next paragraph is here, basically them responding again to the server issues. They said they're holding solid above
All my shit was fine.
200K mark. They're improving their loading times. There was a big complaint, and it was a very valid complaint about loading times taking forever in transitioning from zone to zone. And I'm not just talking about connection issues, but the actual time it takes to load. They're working on this improvement as well. They're working on continuing to improve things like the social systems, scene-to-scene transition time, in-game chat is more stable.
I felt like personally, whenever I was playing the game, especially whenever I was farming monoliths, I was going through loading screens as quickly as I would whenever I was playing Starfield. Because like I would do a loading screen to and from the monolith, and each monolith took like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So I was spending a tremendous amount of time in loading screens. I don't know how they can fix that problem, because I think that people like how monoliths are very short, but at the same time, I wish that they had more longer form objectives too, beyond just filling the bar. I don't know how they can solve that. Maybe they can do like with what PoE does, with like having different objectives and things like that, but that's just my opinion.
Etc. This is just sort of more, hey, we're working on fixing things and making sure it's more stable. The next portion is them talking about they're going to be working on translations, typos, etc. And they're continuing to work on UI error fixes, etc. Now, this is the real important part here because we all know server issues can't last forever. They're going to get fixed. Obviously, they're going to do bug fixes and they're going to focus on making the game playable. Like, that's the obvious part. This part here is the future content. Now, I had them on my podcast where they announced the dev here that they were going to be releasing Pinnacle boss content. We're going to talk about this here in a second because they say for 1.1 to bring in some Pinnacle content, which is some of the complaints that currently I'm seeing about the game's in-game state is there's no like extreme boss Pinnacle challenge, you know, like Lilith and Diablo, like the Ubers and PoE, for instance. And there's some, you know, the more hardcore ARPG players want to have these sort of chase goals outside of these.
I think chase goals are incredibly important, and I think that games need to have chase goals, because if they don't have chase goals, it doesn't provide a frame of reference for what people can aspire to do. I'm very much a fan of having chase goals in games and different things that you can do that will make it to where it's like, you know, you want to kill Shaper, you want to kill Uber Elder, you want to kill Sirius, you want to kill Maven, you want to kill Searing Exarch, right? There are like bosses that you can look forward to doing.
Grinding your power and your corruption that are incremental. You want these one big, here I go, 1v1 versus the boss at the moment. So here's future content plans. Excited to share the cycle plans we have in the next major cycle patch 1.1. So that's coming this 1.1 patch here. The content coming for 1.1 is designed specifically in 2 parts. The first is focusing on and committing time to act on players' feedback. We are wholly committed to making it the best ARPG in the genre, and listening to our amazing community is a big part of that.
And I want to say that it will probably take them years to make this game as good as PoE in terms of like content scale and depth and like the content offering, and I think that's totally fine. PoE has been developed for years and years and years.
What's this?
Of course it's not going to be there on day one. Of course not.
In addition, throughout the 1.0 cycle, we intend to release quality of life and bug fixes patches regularly. So we're saying new content's coming, but we're still going to be doing bug fixes, etc. first. Secondly, as you all may know, we're going to have a heavy emphasis on expanding in-game content now that we've released 1.0.
That's
in my opinion, this right here is the correct move. And
and again, comparing to PoE, I think the last Epoch storyline and quest line for campaign is infinitely better than PoE's campaign was for years. Like now I think the PoE campaign's pretty good, but for years, I mean, come on, it wasn't really that good.
I said I thought the game was quite good, but I think that the in-game can have some improvements. I'm not hating on it. It's just how I feel about the game, honestly.
Yes.
I still feel this way. So they say for future patches, we have plans to expand the monolith, bring great new itemization options, add more boss content, class and balance updates, campaign content, etc. For 1.1, we'll specifically be focusing on bringing some pinnacle content or very hard fights that will give you challenges to aspire to. We'll be sharing more on this and what's to come in 1.0 in the not distant future.
Great.
So here we are, less than a week basically into the launch of this game, and we have announcements talking about campaign content, boss content, class and balance updates, new itemization, expanding the in-game monolith system. So we have a significant amount of announcements here coming into the in-game. It's worth emphasizing that EHG has a strong focus to listening onto the community. It's where our team came from. I want to hear from you to see in the future. They mentioned this also. I asked them about this in my podcast. They started as a Kickstarter, which originally started as a Reddit post. So they...
This game came from Reddit?
Started from the forums,
oh my
and they're
God.
listening to where they started from is sort of what they're saying basically here with this last paragraph. So now we get to the part where they're kind of responding to the reviews and the sentiment and sort of the launch, you know, clusterfuck that really goes here. So they say they're continuing to receive high praise about the game itself. Steam reviews and sentiment, however, took a heavy hit due to the initial turbulence of online launch. This is fair.
It's absolutely fair, and it's actually so crazy to me how good Steam is. Because if you look at Last Epoch and you go to the community hub and you look at reviews, they contextualize the reviews from the most recent and the helpful ones of the week. So the negative reviews are still there, but they're also contextualized around the most recent reviews. They have such a good system for... Because, like, a lot of games have bad launches, and, like, that's just... Not that it's okay for a game to have a bad launch, but, I mean, really, it's pretty understandable. Especially because, like, this game, like, had such a massive breakout success that I don't think they predicted. Same thing happened with, for example, Helldivers. That, yeah, of course that's what's going to happen. They're just not ready for it.
Now,
it's understandable.
First day, didn't really care that much.
It's disappointing, and everybody's entitled to be disappointed and leave a review that they're disappointed. And I think that's totally legitimate, but it is just as legitimate to say that, hey, it is what it is.
Like, it's the first day, the second day, and the third day, and the fourth day is when it started to get a little bit more annoying, and those reviews were becoming more and more fair. People that complained within the first couple hours was harder to take their review seriously, but the people that complained after a few days, those are some very real reviews that you can't tell people that can't connect to a game with their friends after days of it being down on an online game, even though offline mode's available. It's true, I played offline mode also during this time.
Most people don't want to play offline. Most people, what the fuck do I know about most people? I think a lot of people don't want to play offline mode because they might want to play with their friends in the future. Sure. I mean, it makes sense. And also, like, it's a weird thing, right? Where it's like, I never play with anybody in ARPGs, but I don't want to play offline mode because then I can't. It's one thing to not be able to, and, like, usually not do it, and it's another thing to not be able to do it.
Really tell them that their reviews.
You feel like you're missing out? Yeah.
Reviews. So people that left negative reviews have every right to do
it's
so.
Like live versus VOD.
Because the servers were in fact down. But now what they have to do is they have to commit to regaining that trust by making improvements to our backend infrastructure for this amount of load and providing a great experience for online play. Basically,
I'm gonna be honest. This is a perfect response to the problem. This is totally fucking. This is exactly what I'd want to hear. This is good. Yeah.
They are saying that we got bad reviews, we took a hit, but we're going to have to pull a no man's sky here and prove that we can make a good game, continue to get the connection better and better. It's fine nowadays, but you know, this is 6 days after the launch here. And try to earn back some of those people that left because they couldn't play the game or left a negative review and make them willing to change it to a positive review. They're going to have to earn that sentiment back. So they say they take time to read the reviews and feedback on Steam, socials, and forums, and they take swift action to improve the areas that players are dissatisfied with. They know that seeing our Steam reviews lower than ever has been concerning to players who were looking forward to the future of Last Epoch. Yeah, part of this...
I really wish that people were so fucking sheepish. Oh my god. Just because there are bad reviews of the game doesn't mean, oh my god, the game has a bad review. Am I wrong for what my opinion is? Am I consuming the wrong type of video game content? Oh my god.
Truly exists. Then
what are you doing?
For me is I'll be honest, I have a split thing about this. I was bummed out to see the negative reviews, even though you can't really blame people for leaving negative reviews.
Exactly.
I was hoping that a game with a $35 price tag built off of the back of a Kickstarter from a Reddit post that's an indie game company in the ARPG genre would be able to sort of prove that you can make a great game with a great launch at a fair price tag with no having to purchase microtransactions or anything like that. Yes, there's cosmetics in the game, but to be honest, they look terrible. And the in-game cosmetics of the actual armor, in my opinion, look even better.
Yeah, I never have seen them.
I was hoping that this game could sort of be a win for proving the concept that you don't have to be like a extremely greedy AAA game. Unfortunately,
how many other games have proved that concept too? I feel like it's just a fact nowadays. Like, yeah, you don't have to be a greedy fuck to make a good game. Yeah, no, he's totally right.
Did have a bad launch, and so this knocking out of the park home run is not going to happen. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, it's a great game, and I think most people who have played the game a significant amount of times would tell you it is a good game, but you only get one chance to make a first impression, and basically the launch of the game was a little bit of a disaster in terms of connections, so they're going to have to re-earn that simply, I think is...
And they will. They will. It'll just take time. Like, if they're committed to doing it, every game that truly commits to re-earning community trust succeeds. No Man's Sky. And this might be an unpopular opinion, but I think for the people that love Retail WoW has re-earned people's trust in a big way. I think the classic WoW team has also done that. Cyberpunk 2077. Final Fantasy 14. There it is. I don't know, do we have one more? Diablo 4? Well, Diablo 4 did earn back. To be fair, how many of you guys, like, whenever you played Season 2 of Diablo 4, you were like, okay, let's see where this is going. Oh, the new season, you get a bug. No? Okay, maybe it was just me. No, I was actually pretty optimistic after Season 2. Maybe I'm stupid. Yeah, I was optimistic after it.
Now, there's some of this which is, okay, these are just people complaining in Discord, these are people complaining in Reddit. Yeah, but it's a lot of people.
Yes, it is.
And those people's opinions do matter. They matter when you look at Steam reviews, and those Steam reviews are now mixed, and people who maybe don't know anything about the game, maybe they're not going to watch YouTube videos, maybe they're not going to go read forum posts.
Why would they?
They're just going to look at reviews on Steam.
Can't expect it.
I myself, if I see a Steam game that has mixed reviews, am much less likely to purchase the game than if it says overwhelmingly positive. For instance, I don't know about you, I'm just speaking for myself. Steam reviews do actually matter when it comes to influencing this game. So I think they're kind of addressing that, and they're saying that for those players who are concerned, like, well, you guys took a big hit here, like, is this going to affect the game? They're saying no. Yeah, we want to assure you that the team has been committed to making a game you can enjoy and expect updates for years to come. We've seen the passion reflected back at us in the community this past week, and it's bolstered our resolve to that goal even further. Last Epoch is here to stay. So that's sort of how they respond to the situation, more or less.
Yeah, I mean, a bad launch doesn't define a game. There are a lot of games that have bad launches. In fact, I will go as far to say as that I think most games have bad launches. Do you know what game didn't have a bad launch? Shadowlands.
They're doing their best.
Somebody says Elden Ring. Actually, not completely correct. Elden Ring had a number of slowdown and optimization issues that people would run into, and the problem was that they ran into them so early in the game, like Tree Sentinel fight. There were a lot of like slowdown and optimization issues. So in fact, the Elden Ring release was actually kind of problematic. And I believe also the Dark Souls remastered that came out in 2016, I think, was also problematic on release as well.
To get everything up and running, it should be up and running now with 200,000 plus players. There should be no issues. They fixed whatever issue was going on in the back end. Again, I think it was some kind of software issue is what I heard. It wasn't necessarily the servers. Some kind of API or something. Again, I'm not a dev. I don't know. I'm just through the grapevines.
It ain't working.
And so they fixed whatever unforeseen issue that there had been, and now it's supposed to be good. They've added gamepad support. I guess I don't care about that. But there was already controller support, etc. So this is sort of their response to this. These reviews are not going to affect the future of the game. They've announced the in-game content of expanding monoliths, new itemization, pinnacle bosses, more campaign content, etc. And they're announcing this at least 6 days after the release of the game. So that is encouraging to see the content coming, but also the reviews that are from people that weren't able to actually play the game online, are fair, can't argue against them, unfortunately. And then it's just...
They are completely fair. I think that every game company should be held accountable for a bad release, but I don't think that... I think that a prudent and intelligent investor, sorry, not investor, but customer, will see what the problem is, and that games can overcome a bad reputation from a bad launch. I don't think it's really even a big deal. And keep in mind how many PoE launches were like literal dog shit. Like, I'm talking about like
in this approximate timeline. I must only wait
absolute like fucking like 2 days, 3 days. It's fucked up. Was it Ultimatum? Yeah, I'm trying to think of like every single one is like coincides with like a lot of PoE drama. The streamer queue, yeah, I remember the streamer queue one was a big one. Ultimatum, yeah, it was the rollback. Oh, the rollback because of Empyrean sitting outside the circle in a fucking Delirium Ultimatum tier 6, like dropping 15 headhunters in like one map. Yeah, I remember that.
A little bit of a bummer that it wasn't a home run, like I think a lot of people were hoping for. But they have a response. That's their response. You're welcome to leave your comments on how you feel down below. I read my YouTube comments as well. So this one's kind of melancholy for me. I had wished this had been an overwhelmingly amazing launch, just because of the landscape of gaming in the moment. You get games like Helldiver that are great games, you know, and I kind of like to see a win for the non-AAAs when they happen.
I think that a lot of people like seeing that.
Anyway, that's their response. I'll see you on the guys on the live stream as I'm going live now. Right.
There it is. I'm gonna be totally honest. I think that they have, like, Last Epoch has the best response to this, because like, so if you compare the response, so this is the response you have to compare it to, right? Compare it to the response of the day before. Their response to the game falling apart and being bad on release was literally shit happened. Shit happened. Guys, I mean, shit happened. Guys, look, you know how, I mean, look, shit happened. That's what it is. They were keeping Discord posted, though? Yeah, they were. And so, yeah, the people overlooked because you can't play the other game whenever you have the issue. Last Epoch was playable offline since day one. Really good point that Last Epoch did have an offline mode, so it was totally okay even then.
Online launch.
But yes, I think that games like Last Epoch and also Helldivers 2, what more they prove besides just being a good game, they prove as a good foundation and rubric for how to make a game, and how to design a game, and how to run a game. That's really what it does. The game is a reasonable price. It does what it's supposed to do. It doesn't have a lot of bullshit in it. There's an offline mode in the game. There's no pay to win. There's nothing like that. At least I don't have to load everyone's stash tab in Last Epoch. Yeah, if somebody had to load my stash tab, their game would crash. Helldivers 2 suffered from surprising success. True. Absolutely. And you shouldn't react to problems by attacking what should be your customers and calling them entitled. Well, they are entitled. They're entitled to have the service that they paid $35 for, and they didn't have it because the game servers weren't working. Is this something that the Last Epoch developers could have anticipated? Sometimes, guys, unironically, shit happens. However, it's not, this is what I was saying before, right? And this is what people are confused about. Nobody gives a fuck about the shit that happens. People only care about the end product. So if the end product is a problem, then you have a problem. And nobody cares about why it happened, how it happened, or anything else in between. That's the real thing. I'll give you guys a link to the video. I hate the sentiment, you're entitled to your opinion. Yeah, I also hate the fact that you've copy-pasted that 10 fucking times. Anyway, the rough patch didn't deter me. I played it through to AM. I never had a single login problem ever. I had 10 minutes where I wasn't able to log in. Other than that, I played live the entire time, the entire day, permanently, and I had no issues whatsoever. These login problems didn't even affect me. level of communication the developers have is mind-blowing. A team like this deserves our support as ARPG fans. Truly incredible. Yeah. And I really hope that people like, because I know there's like really big PoE Andes. People love Path of Exile, but I really want you guys to hopefully understand that this game being good will indirectly make Path of Exile good. I think a lot of things that you can't tell me that the Monolith system, the person who made the Monolith system didn't play Synthesis League and PoE. Like, come on. Come on, man. Like, we know really what's going on here. And that's good. That is such a good thing, because now you're looking at games that are taking each other's best practices and then changing them and making them their own. That's what we should want to see, and that's what we should want to see improved in games. And I think that, yeah, forging potential is amazing. Yeah. The game will push Path of Exile forward. Yeah, it will. And I hope that Diablo 4 does it in some ways, right? I mean, I think that, again, competition does breed excellence. I am a massive believer of that. And I really think that's true in almost everything. I want to see these games be as good as they possibly can. They'll give me more time to play. I'm probably going to play... Am I going to play the next PoE League or not? I haven't decided. Yeah, I might. I think I'm going to try and play. I might do it. I might try to play I want to play a minion build next PoE League. And I might play... I'll probably play the first Last Epoch League as well. Will I play the next Diablo 4 League? I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe, like, if I wake up early, maybe I can log on and play it. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe I could play that. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I really should play Diablo 2, really. I mean, like, that's what I should do to celebrate. Dude, wouldn't that be fucking hilarious if I announce that I'm going to play Diablo 2 on the day that Diablo 4 comes out? Or the new season? That would be really fucking funny. Like, I wouldn't do that because I know some of you guys do want to keep up with the new Diablo 4 season, so I wouldn't make you be like, oh, well, I want to watch him, but, you know, like, now it's showing this other thing, and so I have to choose. I'd give it probably 2 or 3 days, but I know I really need to start playing that game, man. I really do. No one wants to keep up with Diablo 4. I do. It's great content. What do you mean? Give the video a like. This is a good one. I'm really glad to see Last Epoch doing well. I hope they keep working at it and they keep making the game better. This is, in my opinion, a great thing, and I really hope that they keep it up.
On March 20th of 2010, Sarah Caldwell of Plymouth went to bed with a severe migraine headache. She had been dealing with these for the past several years, but this time it was different. When she woke up, the pain was so much more intense than usual, so much so that she had to call an ambulance. She had previously been diagnosed with a form of migraines that interrupts the blood flow in such a way that it causes stroke-like symptoms. So this was absolutely major cause for concern. And in this episode, doctors had actually determined that she had suffered several attacks at once. Without a doubt, she had experienced some amount of brain damage. But nobody could have expected the results of this brain damage. You see, when she woke up, she suddenly had a Chinese accent. Clearly, Pilgrim is becoming too powerful. Today's video, let's take a look at the woman who turned Chinese. This video is sponsored by Helix. Helix makes premium mattresses and bedding, custom fit to your needs and delivered right to your door. Everyone sleeps differently, so Helix has you take a sleep quiz to match your body type and sleep preference.
Jutro. Ja se uvijek ustanem rano ujutro, samo nema uvijek ljudi ujutro.
Da. Tamo kako ti treba za ovu jutarnju kafu da bude.
Pa tako nekako. Koliko imam poena? Faction 1000. Sad sam stukao jednog bossa, kozec. Prvog nisam, zato što ima jako veliki, i one shotom je bukvalno s pesnicama. Mislio sam da sam, a i u trenutku kad me ubio, bukvalno me diskonektao sa servera. Prepostavljam da je lag bio. Ne, diskonektovao.
Znači nije bilo samo što te je ubio, nego što te je diskonektovao.
Da, lag je bio. Znači, bukvalno kako sam klikcio bio da se pomerim, znači ono kao ubio me i ono ja kliknem, umjesto da me vrati kao glavni meni, tap izbacim iz igre. Glavni meni me vrati. Baš ono, lag. Rekao, super.
Idemo.
Ma da, fantazija. Sad sam mogu da probam da upgradujem armor, ali... nisam imao ljubičasti armor exalted, da ga ono... Tad imaš taj kao ljubičasti, taj purple quality kao item i unique. I ako ti unique item ima legendary potential barem 1, možeš da prebaciš jednu osobinu od 4 sa ljubičastog itema na taj unique armor. E sad, najmanje što možeš da imaš ti čini mi se jedan legendary potential, ili ni jedan, ali o tome nećem da pričam. Jedan legendary potential...
To sam primetio da neki gearovi imaju baš različit broj tih potencijala.
Da, neki mogu vrede za craftovanje, neki ne vrede ništa. Imaš unique iteme koji vrede, imaš unique iteme koji ne vrede ništa. Pošto ne možeš više da se vratiš u taj dungeon, bukvalno sam ono kao šta mogu da upgradem. I onda sam vidio da imam ljubičasti prsten i unique prsten koji mi bacio isti taj boss toga dungeona. Kao ajde probam crafting i upgradem 4 osobine na ljubičastom prstenu i on mi ono random izvuče plus 25% poison resist. Ja rekao super. Baš ono što nisam teo, kao ima veze. Radi Boga oca para. Udar. Ovo još nisam gledao. Ajte me. Mentalni zist. Sve džabe.
Nego s tim potencijalom je li malo zajebano igrati?
Ne. To moraš da dobiješ unique item.
Znaš ono kao da imaš jednu šansu da napraviš kao...
Ne, ako imaš Legendary Potential 2, imaš onda 50% šanse, to jest imaš 100% šanse da dobiješ 2 od 4 afiksa koliko ti ima item. S tim što možeš da craftuješ 5 afiksova, ali to malo teže, a može se uradi. Na ljubičasti item možeš da craftuješ 5 afiksa, umjesto 4. Ali to je... to je već... Treba i resursa i sreće. I treba ti i runa neka određena. I onda možeš jedan od 4 afiksa da kao siluješ ili da ga kao zaključaš. I on ti stavi novi slot. I sad ako imaš sreće možeš na taj novi slot da upgradeš opet jedan afiks koji bi možda hteo. Sad idealno bi bilo, ali to ti igra ne da. Ako bi mogao da uzmeš onaj kako se zove Rune of Removal, on uklanja jedan afiks s itema i skida ti ovaj crafting potential. I ako imaš sreće možda skineš dva potencijala, jeli? Dva afiksa možda skineš, na primjer. I onda ostaješ recimo sa 50%, znaš. Ali ne da ti igra da craftuješ taj kao crafted unique ako nemaš sva 4 afiksa. Znači ne možeš da zajebeš sistem nikako. Već je neko misija na to. To je prvo što sam ja probao. Rekao, ako treba da biram od 4 afiksa i jedan, neko što ne bi ja skinuo 2 afiksa. Ja stvarno skinem 2 afiksa i ono, imaš ljubičasti, imaš ljubičasti item sa 2 afiksa. I rekao, 50% šanse da dobijem i jedan koji mi treba. I ubacim ga ja, krenem da ga, kao drag and drop, da ga prevučeš taj slot za kao crafting. I kaže igra, exalted item must have 4 affixes. Dobro. A najbolje što možeš je da nađeš unique item koji ima legendary, taj kao crafting potential 2 ili 3. Za 3 nisam vidio, čuo sam da postoji, a 2 sam vidio, imao sam par puta. Znači možeš dobiti bar 2 afiksa koji ti odgovaraju, kao bonus na osobine koje ima unique. On ima predefinisane, a ti možeš da mu dodaš još 2.
Rogue RL. Welcome to my channel.
Da nemaš toliko jebate da se zajebavaš od RNG-a.
Pa RNG jeste, ali opet postoji, imaš šansu da napraviš upravo ono što hoćeš u Diablu. Redko kad sam stvarno, kako ti hoćeš.
To, zato kažem, ipak... Deluje mi da ti otvara mnogo veći taj prozor za razliženje.
Yes. A ovo je bio Exile Mage, a? ovo sam gledao, ovo je glupost teška. Gubiš 8% helta po sekundi. Koliko gubiš helta po sekundi, toliko dobiješ kao ward. Ne znam.
Ward ti je štit beš, li tako?
Da. A moraš biti mage, na primjer. Da imaš intelligence modifier jači malo, da bi ti to isplatilo.
Da bi to funkcionisalo.
Možeš imat baš nizak intelligence, jer što imaš niži intelligence, to ti je glupi to radiš, jer veća količina intelligence ti omogućava da sav taj shield koji generišeš na taj način da ga zadržiš. Jer imaš nešto se zove decay, ili ti kao brzinom kojom ti pada kao taj shield sam od sebe, kad nisi u borbi. Zamisli da imaš način da usporiš degeneraciju rage-a u Diablu. Znači ono kao da ga usporiš do te tačke, recimo ako ti je 100 maksimum i ti ono u borbi možda generišeš recimo 100. Zamisli da možeš da ga zadržiš na 40, da ne pada ispod 40. Ali zavisi ti recimo od strength. Što imaš veći strength, to ti je već recimo ili onaj, kako se zove, koji je stat u Diablu. Nije vitality, nego zaboga. Jel wisdom ili... Kako beš, koji je ono druidov stat? Zaboravio sam. Da može da ga zadržiš, to zvuči ono. Kad sam igrao melee mage-a, sa ono...
Mislim da ti traje 10 sekundi u Diablu, to jest ta barijera se tamo zove. Da ti barijera onda traje doli 10 sekundi,
Dobro, ali barijera bukvalno pada na nulu.
Da, barijera ti se ono isključi skroz, nije da ti ono, a Fortify ti je mislim opada onako polako.
Ali Fortify nemaš šanse da ga zaustaviš, on pada non stop ako nisi u borbi.
Da, ono non stop što kažeš radi taj decay, ali zato...
Tim što...
da ga pomoći.
Jeste, nego to ti zavisi od mob density-a.
No, to da.
Jer zavisiš od RNG-a, ako se krećeš kroz koridore koji su prazni.
Kod Necromancera da sam dobio Fortify preko Corpseva, kako napravim Corps, tako da ono kao dobijem nešto Fortify-a. Da sam imao tako neki skill. Pa dobro, svako je pravi na svoj način, ima način. Što je po meni okej. Svijem sam ušao u ovaj Diablo 4 i rekao, kako pogledam ovog svog Necromancera, brate, ne da je džubre, nego je rekao, brate, ja se ne sjećam da je on bio ovako loš. Nego bez onih valjda itema koji su bili...
Blizzard previše nerfuje stvari do tačke kad više nisu ni zabavne, znaš.
Znaš, ono kao... Jer htio sam da vidim nešto od itema i htio da napravim da bude 5 build i to sve, rekao, znaš, ono kao i to sam od uvijek i hteo, nego ajde kao igrao sam metu, mislim da...
Da bi lakše očistio, da. Pa dobro, svi to igraju.
Znaš kao da bi brže to ono, jer to mi je bio prvi lik, ono tek sam krenuo, rekao, ušao sam negdje već kada je sezona počela. A kad sam levelovo lika, radio story, sve to jednostavno, tad sam ga igrao s ovim kosučićima baš. Sa samonizima. I to bi bilo okej. Meta slave.
Nisi ti vidio metu, nisi dovoljno igrao taj Handshodan. Ta igra je rob meti. Imaš...
Ma jeste i nije, vidi brate, ako si sposoban da daš headshot, boli te kurac za metu.
To je dobro ako znaš da gađiš. Ali većina ljudi nije toliko sigurna u sebe i onda ide linija manjeg otpora. Ko ne zna da niša ni dobro, on nosi shotgun ili luk i strelu, one shot oružje. Ili ako uopšte neće da nišani, onda uzme ono koplje i onda pravi zasede ljudima, razumeš, uskoči u onaj uzak prostor i ono bukvalno iza ćoška istrči, zato što ima takav igra hit reg. Možda ti istrči iza ćoška da te ubije pre nego što ti kažeš da pucaš po njemu, ali dok meci dođe ti si
Pa šta,
mrtav.
brate, ako nemaš nešto da ga one-shotuješ, ne možeš mu ništa.
Može da ga isfeniraš ko konja.
Ako imaš fening, ali baš ne nosi ljudi...
Ne, bilo je x puta da ti kažeš da feniraš čovjeka koji ide na tebe s bomb lanceom, na primjer, onim kopljem. I on te dekne i... Vidiš ti da ga meci pogađaju, ali ne umre. I on te dekne po... Pa, ili ne briješ što možeš doći da streduješ. A najgora situacija ti je da ga pogodi par metaka, tipa u ruku, nogu, nemam pojma. I da samo te prereže na pola. Zato što ima taj neki late hit reg gdje ljudi mogu da urade par akcija pre nego što razumeš ono stanu.
A gdje smo?
O, Drakula.
Šta ima?
Nisi je predraže.
Evo jutarnja kafa i...
Isto.
Divadimo. I divadimo.
Molim su.
A vi kako te?
Evo, mrtvo.
Će da izađem na televiziju.
Izađem na televiziji.
Ti izađeš na televiziju, hoćeš.
Juče morao, pošto sam slobodan juče bio, morao sam do ranije bre da brate odem i da nabavim društvo da kupimo 3-4 para patika da bi uzeli bonus u neke firme. Znaš to jebate, ja na slobodan dan idem tamo, jebem ti budal.
Ali dobro je što si da zaradiš bonus.
Normalno, zaradio sam.
Koliko treba da prodate patika za bonus?
5 miliona tačno.
Ja rekao 5 patika.
Nije 5 patika, nego 5 miliona targeta za bonus. A mi smo imali 4 miliona 990 fazon i mi smo juče, znaš ono, imali.
Dobar bonus.
Jeste. Znači da ga nismo uzeli, dobili bi ovaj klasičan od vrate 10.000, a falilo nam je malo. I onda svako kupio po nešto. I onda na ekstra bonus dobiješ 25.000 na nešto. To je meni okej, bolje to nego 10. A ti uči neke patike od 10.000 falilo. Znaš, isplatiš to. A i bolje i tebi i tvom čitavom timu, bre.
Čekam, to je bilo samo za tvoju radnju ili za celu gradu 5 miliona?
Ne, moja radnja sam. To jest, nije to moja radnja, ali za našu...
Pa da mislim radnju koju ti radiš, na to mislim.
Da.
Čekaj, znači prodali ste 5 miliona patika.
Nije 5 miliona patika, 5 miliona...
Miliona artikla.
Ne artikla, pazara.
A 5 miliona pazara, aha.
Da, 5, vrati, ne znam koliko tačno artikala smo vrati prodali, to je jedino menadžer.
Ne, pošto si rekao nešto 5 miliona patika kad si krenuo. Ovo ću sad tu jebati. Lepo, lepo.
To. Uzo ja čaletu patik.
Osjećala tu patik?
Sliče kao moje replay.
Sjećaš onoga klipa, ne znam da se Drakula sjeća, pitaću Kecmana. Ti reći slobodno ako znaš što pričam Drakula. Kosovo za patike.
Ne.
Ne sjećam se toga.
Ne.
Koliko sam ja sad.
Here.
Ovo. Tako bilo, jest. Pravo sam bio.
Uopće se ne sjeća toga.
Kako se ne sjećaš, bilo na vestima.
Izbjegava bi kako mi veruješ.
To je bilo davno, ja.
To sam za patike dolar.
A istim uz đavo, razumeš. Bio je i originalni klip. Gdje je to bilo?
Jao, to je bre za ono kad su bile ono demonstracije.
Kad su one dve ženske upale, jebe se njima za demonstracije.
Da.
Upale...
Vi ste heroji ovih demonstracija.
Da, one, brate, heroji, brate, razbili izlog, razumeš, drpaju patike, razumeš, da se obuju.
Jao, brate, kako mi je krivo bilo.
A to ti je kao drugi, a imaš ovo, mislim ti je ovo originalni klip, čekaj.
Da, kad ima lik dobacuje, vi ste heroji ovih demonstracija. Nisam se sretni, jel' Pune ruke, pičku materiju. Jesi našla broj, a?
Ovako se ide u shopping. Kao nikad se ovoga sećam, koliko se ja stari, ljudi zaboravljaju, ja ne zaboravljam. Bože, koji se ja slon.
Ne, kako se zapatiti, znam ga kao ono kaže da će demonstracija, znam ga drugi
Ne, tako je bio popularno.
Bilo je pun kurac, brate, tih videa u to vreme.
Ta je, na mene ostaje najveći utisak, razumeš. Sva ta priča, retorika, i kad god sad neko počne da se busa, Srbija, srpstvo, ovo, ono, bolje ide kurac za to, razumeš. Ljudi hoće samo da napune guzicu da se okoriste.
Upravo to.
Kakav sentiment, kakvi gluposti.
Jebate, pa isto kad su ono kao s 5. oktobra. Slično sranje bilo. Slično. Su ulazili u televiziju i ono isto uzimali, brate, telefone, printere, faksove. Glumili neka muda i ta sramka. Da. Ista priča, samo što eto ono nije bilo toliko ono da su išli da lupiju baš ono radi.
To je otvorena pljačka.
Kako kažu ono Amerikanci, looting. Looting, brate, idem.
Kako zove onaj kanal 5 vesti, ili tako beše, Channel 5 News ili Channel 9? Onaj novinar njihov, kako zove onaj kovđe, kako ne znaš, Andrew Callahan. Kad god Dracula kaže ide gas, ja se odmah setim toga lika. Andrew Callahan, Luthers. Gdje je to bilo? Kad je stavio masku i išao je za ovim likovima Što lutuju.
Aha, što dik se...
Da. Entre Kalahan.
Here. Seth here. Seth.
Channel 5.
Here. Seth here.
Vaši. Naću ga tako kurac.
Here. Seth 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 here.
Boys, Asmon is about to go live and we're gonna get a ton of new funny clips. Had to deal with some dumb Twitter drama yesterday. Let's check how the main channel is doing. What the hell? That's the most disliked video in the history of the channel. Surely it's just a glitch. You know YouTube. Wait, what? That's the second most disliked video in the history of the channel. Oh, forget about it. He's live and we're gonna have a great time today. You can count on it.
I know that people on the Reddit, people are unhappy about Asmon got cooked by his own community on YouTube. I guess we can start with that. That's the first thing.
Don't worry, boys. Just a minor stun lock. Nothing to worry about. We can simply fast forward to the funny content. Surely, by now.
Si gledao kad onaj Delaney, onaj Francuzi, onaj streamer što igra Hunt, kad priča sa onim Poljakom, onim raktom sije, a ovaj pije čaj i crče. I nervira ovoga, znaš. On pokuša odigra ozbiljno. To mi izašao na recommended, jedan od boljih klipova koji sam gledao. Čekaj, sad ću ti dati. Ima edit, jako dobar. Ja gledaj ovo.
Blatantly cheating right about now. He's gonna.
Sad, mogu ti pustiti ako hoćeš na mom ekranu da vidiš. Da im tvoje reakcije.
Pusti.
Hello everyone, please consider subscribing for not missing any video out in the future. Thank you. Hello man. Hello, how are you? Wait, they both have the same tier 1. Nothing can go wrong.
Bam! The finger gun.
To se događa na Discord ili koji đavo već.
How do you feel?
7 plus 18.
I prefer really not to.
7 plus 28.
If I speak, I am in big trouble.
Obično mi čester, kao najjeftinije. A ono ti je bio Spark pištolj.
I was abusing it, but that's my opinion. Hello?
Who are you abusing?
Ono je bio Morenjo, idemo.
Wait, Kratek, developer abusing?
I was abusing it. I'm not hiding from that. You know, the first...
Also, Crytek developer abusing Lightfoot?
Yes.
Okay. Time to make Reddit post, I guess.
Oh, I forgot. You're broken. I don't wanna...
Presi mogo da koristiš Lightfoot trade da se šetaš po mapi, da te niko ne čuje.
Lightfoot no longer suppresses jump sounds.
By the way, did you get the ping for Fortnite?
No.
Fortnite! We like Fortnite!
I'm putting raw honey into my tea, the one you recommended from Mermung. It's so hard, man.
What is hard?
What?
You want me to take the honey in the pot?
In what?
You want me to take it for you? Because I'm hard.
Okay.
I'm harder than the honey right now.
You are?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay. It looks kind of weird now, look.
Okay, I'm
You see?
looking right now. Yes, I'm behind
I
you.
made a hole in it.
You were hard and you made a hole in it. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, let me finish that game with the randoms. I'm gonna die. Okay, shut the fuck up. They're pushing right.
You hear my
Dude.
tea?
Oh my god.
Okay, let me mix it.
Oh bože.
Stop! Did you ever put honey around your car?
What?
No, alright. I know that sounds bad.
Nice tag.
He's on fire, you saw that? Can you stop?
How's this gonna sound?
Can you stop?
Ah, it's my team, man.
Lik je zvao da ga nervira.
Kill them.
You are dead!
Dude!
Digo mu je nišan kad ga pogodio.
Gonna die.
I'm not, I'm not. Look.
Ujebot.
Look. You see, I took honey, you saw? He fired a headshot, man. Dude, there's a guy, he added me on Steam, you know what his name?
Yeah?
Dude, shut the fuck up! I missed, man!
Dude, how do you miss that one?
Because you talk, man. Nice, you saw fire?
Do you want some ASMR?
Yeah? What the fuck are you
Mermung.
doing, man?
Mermung.
Look at this two team, man. Dude, both of my runs, they are like tier 1. Fire, you know? I need wallbang,
What's this?
You saw that?
Oh, okay.
I think they're cheating on stream.
Dude, you didn't switch from your dev account, no?
Oh yeah, true. Look, this guy, you see? Look, you want to see another one? Look that guy.
Go on.
Where is he? Dude, they're fighting. Dude, did you ever saw a fight in Paris?
A dobro puca, ali njegovi ovi protiv kojih igra stvarno su defekti.
A, to misliš, a.
Pa niko Nolan se ne zavlači tamo dole.
Nice.
Look this guy, look this guy.
Kad ga ovaj ne nervira igra dobro.
Oh my god.
What are you playing, man?
I don't know, Raktan. Look, you ready? Look, he got no idea about.
Promašaj.
Oh.
One shot ga nože.
Found him.
Farm, Raktan, farm.
It fire headshot. Trust.
Fire headshot?
So that was a fucking lie.
Wait, he went under. Dude, there are 2 under now. Like that, there are 2 under, but I can't. Look. I'm gonna kill him on his toes, man. Oh. Where is this fucker, man? Dude, what am I running upside?
Njegovi igrači su totalni idioti. Kako zna ugla, ček. To je švit.
Look, 10 kill games live with Raktazi. Wait, there's more!
Nice. That's it?
A fucking gremlins, man.
It's the last one, 1v1.
I think so, yeah. Oh, he's raising. Farming, farming. He's gonna headshot bot.
Man, I need to mix my tea for this one.
Do you see him?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh,
Nice.
he came in with the ball. No, Rockstar, man. Okay, can you want to say something to YouTube? Because there's gonna be on YouTube right now. You can promote your Manmong team if you want.
YouTube?
Yeah. Okay, look. 11. That's a nice one.
Nije loš, dobar je, lepo ono.
Da su ne igrao sam meč. Ostavio sam bio računar upaljen i otišao sam da ručam. Ja rekao i moji su poginuli, rekao ako ih zapale, ne zapale, nemam pojma, rekao kad se vratim proći da ih dignem, ako ne izlazim s mape. I taj Francuz što si malo pre video, on i isti ovaj što je pričao s njim, znaš, igrali su zajedno. I oni me, ono, znaš, skeniraju me s onim dark site-om i provale me da sam u osvatračnici. Ja sam otišao AFK, ostavio karakter i otišao da radim, naš svoj. Dođem ja posledno 15 minuta, 10 minuta, ne treba meni dugo ručak. A dođem, vidim 3 čovjeka sede pored mene, ja ono, znaš, halo, mikrofon.
Tako je kao čekićenju s tobom, ono.
Da, hoće da priča čovjek. Posle ja pogledam kao treba da priča samo. Ja kažem, ono, sva igrači su mi bili tamo u fajtu, poginuli, pričam ja s engleskom. Ubedio mene da je Kinez, tako loše priča taj engleski, tim nekim pokvarenim francuskim, da me ubedio definitivno da je iz Kine. Ja se ubacio u bedak, rekao, oh man, fucking, šta sam rekao, gde god se okreneš u Evropi, kaže, ne ideš na kineske igrače. Znaš, trola od mene žešće. I ono kao, nudio mene da uzmem, znaš, pokazuje mi da su se tamo pobijeli, kaže da uzmem šta hoću da dođe, rekao ne treba. A rekao, jednako kao prestižem, novac mi ne predstavlja ništa, ni bounty. Rekao, my teammates are out of this game, I'm out. I znaš, oni jedu na jednu stranu, ja na drugu. To je to. A drugi put sam igrao s Nenadom. I Nenad je htio da se igra s njim, ono, znaš, da se nadmudruje. Ja sam rekao, jebote, no si zebaš tim likom. I lik se bukvalno pozicionirao na krovu od kompa, ono, kao boss arene. Jer je provalio da smo mi ubili bossa, ali da smo ga ostavili. Moj plan bio da ga pustim da uzem bounty i da krene prema izlazu i kako bude primicao sve, tako će mi ući u domet, znaš. On će meni ući u domet, ne ja njemu. I dok on, ono, ulazi u domet, onaj, kao tog njegovog dark side-a, onda ću ja da gađim. Međutim, ja sam promašio. Ja kako sam promašio, rekao, Nenade, nisi ja neki sniper. Ja rekao, promašio sam, ajmo van mapi. Ne, ajmo da se borimo. I Nenad, brate, pun gas tamo, znaš, protiv ove dvojica likova, bilo koji bi ga mogao razvaliti jedan red.
Da, vidim da pucaju, ono, baš, da kidaju, znaš, ono.
A imaju obojica po 10-12 hiljada sati samo to igre, razumeš. I Nenad se s njima nešto nadmudrivo.
10-12 hiljada sati sa sačvarom, nego, brate, ono, baš skidaju glave, žestoko skidaju glave.
Da. I ja krenuo ka drugom izlazu. Ja vidim, Nenad će sam sebe da zatvori. I nisu oni njega htjeli da pale, oni su mislili od njega da sam ja. Mada im nije bilo jasno po zvuku oružja, su skontali da, recimo, on imao prigušano oružje, ja sam imao snajper. I kao bilo je u fazonu, kao mislili su, kao možda je kao bacio mamac neki, znaš. I nisu htjeli da ga pale, jer su mislili da je solo. I ja došao, digao ga i izašli s mape, rekao, bravo, ne konja. I ja poslije vidim da je to on, ja sam znao da je to on. I odem njegov stream i zahvalim se čovjeku što nisu zapalili. Thank you for not burning my friend. I on, brate, get this man out of here. I samo me banuju.
Rekli što te banuo zbog toga?
Zato što sam ga napravio idiotom. Stajao je na krovu, razumeš, zgrade. Vabio me je bio da je pucam u njega. I rekao je ovome Poljaku kao ako me neko skine kao digni me sa nekromancerom. Ono, iz daljine. I ovaj je rekao dobro. Meni nije padalo na pamet da se približavam, jer sam znao kako njih dvojica igraju. Nego sam ja imao drugi plan, ali ono, nisam ono egzekutao dobro. I pošto se, kažem ti, ono, toliko je bio ono naložen, razumiješ, da se bori, a ja sam jednostavno uskratio za taj deo gameplaya kad sam ja došao i mislio da ga vratno zajebavam. Ja sam bio ozbiljan, znaš, zafalio sam se što mi nije, ono, Nenada za... Poslije bi Nenad kuku kako sam ga, razumiješ, ostavio i tako to.
Da. Dobro, jedno se još njihove strane.
Ja.
Sada su mi skinovima urate kodu, da li su oni normalni?
Šta si vidio?
Štampaju ovaj tracer pack, Zodiac, brate.
Za?
Kodu, brate, napravili, brate, Halo od ove igre, brate. Skinovi, znaš, ne znam kakvi skinovi su.
To je nešto novo?
Ne.
To moram da vidim.
Zodiac, onaj film. Kao Riddick sad.
Zašto?
Čekaj, Zodiac, zašto nije onaj ubica serijski?
Ako onaj belo odelo.
To je neki tamo izdali u 70-ih ili tako nešto. Što je bio neki ono, ne pojma.
Čak, imaš neki screenshot za to da vidim ili moram ući igru da provjerim?
Ja sam tapio meč, to je tapio sam ovo dobro. A opare su moje 15 minuta. Čekaj se da.
Završi metro teško nije problem.
Da mi ne ode ovaj post.
Ne, igra, sad ću ja da vidim. Samo da završimo mapu.
Hoćeš ovaj zombije?
Može, vidjet ćemo jedan.
Meč ili, to jest ove ovako i pušite ili...
Kako hoćeš, meni je sve. Battle Pass sam završio, Invasion.
Radimo, očitaj mapu.
Malo previše loot. What would I like to say, but...
Might have to drop something.
Aj, papi.
170 armora na pojasu.
Kako me zakuje, brate. Spikte li ova, brate, raketa da ide? Evo ide, dobro je, hvalim te, Bože. posjećena Kinu Kor. Umreću! Znate, znaš koja je ova mapa? Ovaj, Invasion ovaj. Znaš što je?
Čekaj, mrzi.
Invasion. Sjeti se mi glavu, znaš Modern Warfare 2 kad onako pucaš preko puta mosta. To je ta mapa. Dobar dan.
Oho, oho.
Dobro jutro.
Good morning.
Idemo grobo.
Yes?
Dobro večer. Nema, više ne pravi takve filmove. Kako koja radi muško dete, tako umre. O, ja. Dobar, dobar. Nemam pojma, ja nešto da kapiram ovu, da kažeš, novu glumačku postavu posle tih starih.
To sam ja rekao. Ljudi me ne uzime za
Nekako su mi ono... Još jebote...
Da.
Pod prilike, da. Pa dobro, Mima Karadžić, ajde kažemo i on je od te starih.
Ono nikad nije bio...
Pa znam, ja ga nisam, ali jebi ga, brate, iz tog je vremena, ono, znaš.
On je više relikvija prošlosti nego što je toliko dobar glumac.
Pa, to se slažem, ono, nisam ja nekad ni... Ja. Ja, da.
Yes?
Jest i Berček. Berček mi je bio gotivan. Da. Ali ovoga, kako kažem, ovo Berčeka, nemam pojme, znači ljudi su nešto digli taj šešir profesora Vujića. Brate, meni je Pavle Vujsić mnogo bolje odigrao tu ulogu. Berček mi je nekako bio ono baš mlak i neka sredina. Napravljeno je nekako sve da ide u tom njegovom pravu. Ne znam, ono baš...
Oh my darling, samo da vidimo nešto. Moment, Dracula. Oh my god.
Ej.
Mogu da se setim da je ova predstavnica od ovih.
Ništa, šta je bilo? Oj. Ništa pokojno. Ništa nema, a? Ništa juče kupio čelicu patike, neki nešto.
Uzeo bonus na 5 miliona. I da, išao na posao, iako nije bio na smeni. To, da bi pomogao svojim saigračima. Eto kakav je Dracula čovek.
Pičko materijalno.
Nikakav.
Evo krenuo nešto da postoje, sad će on da se sponuje ovdje. Sad će kad nas vidi u velikom broju.
Znaš ono stvarno.
On je uvek tu oko nas i u nama. To. Koji neša, prvo voli da vojariše onako, pa se tek onda ubaci.
Još neki.
Neka, Boris.
Imam 3 minuta boosta još, ajde da startamo da mi učite.
Joj.
Ili...
Čekaj, ludak, stani.
Sam, brate, iskoristi 3 minuta, Dracula, šta zajebavaš?
Da, stvarno, iskoristi 3 minuta.
Na šta, ne znam šta pričaš. A, pa nemam pojma na ovo valjda što je neurotik nešto opet zalepio iz Call of Duty-a. Da čovjek doći zalepi nešto iz Call of Duty ili onu ribu iz Call of Duty i samo pobegne.
A to je više kao što su.
Znaš, samo doći tako nešto ono okači i pobegne s Discordom.
Smišljena provokacija.
Welcome to my channel.
Nema ni njega, jer tada nije ono bio tu da igru malo sa nekom Call of Duty. Simpovo za tom ribom, Roza, da, Roza se zove.
Roža. Stara roža.
Rosa, salvaje.
Hello everyone, please consider subscribing.
Kapiraš boje? Naš kod
Go live and we're gonna get a ton of new funny clips. Had to deal with some dumb Twitter drama yesterday. Let's check how the main channel is doing. What the hell? That's the most disliked video in the history of the channel. Surely it's just a glitch. You know YouTube. Wait, what? That's the second most disliked video in the history of the channel. Oh, forget about it. He's live, and we're gonna have a great time today. You can count on it.
I know that people on the Reddit, people are unhappy about Asmon got cooked by his own community on YouTube. I guess we can start with that. That's the first thing.
Don't worry, boys. Just a minor stun lock, nothing to worry about. We can simply fast forward to the funny content. Surely, by now, you must know how it is every time we face these situations. He's just got to get it out of his system, and then we're going to be great. Hold on. Any moment now. Just a second. In a jiffy. Almost there. Any second now. Guys, I think we let him cook enough. We should be good now.
I stand by everything that I said in the video.
Oh God. Guys, I have good news and bad news. The good news is that after scouring the multiverse, I have found the perfect Asmongold variant. The bad news is that the variant is from 5 years ago.
Recently, I think that my streams have been... There's been a little bit too much drama. There's been a little bit too much stress. Too much toxicity. Too much responding to people that are mad in chat. And then announcing that I'm banning them. And just general tension.
Yes.
And my dad told me this.
Everyone stop. I finally saw content.
Okay. There. Okay, happy?
What the hell? Never mind. You really thought it was over, huh? Not that easy. Guys, this stun lock might be terminal. We're at 90 minutes and he's still going. Okay, let's try this. I will count to 5 and then we do a final check. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm very good at it. I'm an expert in it, and I know more about it than almost anybody else in the entire world.
Oh God, oh my God, I can't believe it. We did it, boys. We fucking did it. Yes!
Here. Here. Seth, here. Seth, here. Seth, here. Here. Seth, here. Seth, here. Here.
Spring break forever! Pooh Shiesty, that's my dog, but Pooh, you know I'm really shiesty.
Pooh, I'm really shiesty. Spring break, bitch.
I think Corona got canceled. I once drank 37 beers, but it was all off of Dunkaroos.
What the hell's that mean? What are you, Celsi or a regular guy?
Spring break, bitch.
Miami Beach, baby! Miami Beach, baby!
Don't wear a mask. 8% Celsi, I highly recommend. 4 and you're off the floor. A key shotgun is unbeatable, though.
Shotgun is a contact sport, you have to be careful.
Bitch, you literally, I'm fucking hot. Everything's popping out here. Yes, the Rona is with us. The pandemic is real, bitch. But guess what? We're young, bitch. Travel. Yes! Bitch, look at, you're lucky I don't got scissors coming and cut them shorts, bitch.
Pooh Shiesty, that's my dog! But Pooh, you know I'm really shiesty! Bitch, I got my own follow me security club. Go outside up there where they were. Yeah, you know, I took that shit from you. Come get it back in blood. Ty, being outside, you broke. Real shit. No cap, no cap. And 4 with 10 on fire, bro. Real shit, you know.
A nighttime curfew has been extended in Miami Beach in Florida after thousands of tourists descended on the area for the annual spring break holiday, risking the spread of COVID-19.
Too many people are coming here with bad intentions.
The crowd control measures this spring break season was a hot topic. The images have been dramatic. Police using pepper balls to diffuse a rowdy crowd.
Protesters are saying enough is enough.
Neću da imam drugo dete da ne bi uništavao.
Even his son Colby had something to say.
I just can't get any peace. We're hoping to move.
People have been tied up for a year, you know, shut in. They come to the beach and they're going to get rowdy. I saw like a bunch of guys stomping on cars and then police like moving in with like very short notice and that sort of thing. So, you know, white frat boys get rowdy too, so, but they don't make the news all over the world.
How's this interview?
Spring break.
Yeah, what about it? We got one guy in the ER right now, but you know, we still make it. We still power through.
I fucking hate it here.
Come on! This is not content. Show them your tits. Come on, Greg. This is Minnesota, baby. Minnesota, baby.
Are you guys from Minnesota?
Yes. I'm from Norway.
She's from Norway, yeah.
What's Norway?
It's a country in Europe, Scandinavia.
She's an illegal immigrant.
Deport Ingrid now.
Norway's boring. There's a reason I'm here, obviously.
Show them your tits. Come on. She wants to show them, but she won't.
I'm not gonna show my tits.
Come on, I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. Oh my God, guys. Someone's probably gonna sue him, to be honest with you. This guy's got cases all over the beach, to be honest, bro. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Chlamydia's going around like fucking wildfire right now, so just watch out. I don't have it, but I know people like who have it, you know. Yeah.
Chlamydia is other places than the beach, so like, I don't know. We try to stay safe. We do our best, but you know what? We already had the fucking paramedics in our room taking care of us, grabbing his cocaine and shit. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
But anyway, everyone needs to chill, have a good time. It's almost over. I'm vaccinated.
Huh?
I'm cool.
What it is, what it do. I'm just out here with my crew. You already know how we do. And we came here with a full
Jack, honey, yeah. I'm all about my money. I'm smoking good in your neighborhood.
A, ja, ček, samo malo. Wait a minute.
Raid.
Hold on. Yeah, very good. Check. What?
Koliko sati danas imam sve?
Može. Imam ja vremena za jedan.
Za 2-3 može.
Jedan, onda idem da legnem jedno pola sata.
A kad bi radio drugu smenu, ti?
Pa radim i ja.
Ako me vidiš sada sam ovdje s vama, znači koju bi smenu
Ako lažem tu meseci, nisam kresuo 6 meseci.
Opa, čekaj seko, sad ću.
Oho. Mislim da nisam razmislio.
Nisam mi niko ništa ni pitao, a?
Ne, upala sam. Raketni lancer, ali nisam poneo. Možda popiješ onaj nuklear drink da si imu na splash damage. Ko? Ne znam ko je to. Obur! Ti misliš da si ti jedini koji može to? A, Boris?
Seth gear.
Ahmet?
Yes.
Yes, tip. Uzeo sam energetsko piće koje sam ostavio još juče, nisam ga popio.
To je izlapilo.
Pa nije izlapilo zato što nije otvoren. Tek sam ga sad otvorio, nego sam ga kupio juče, ali nisam. Dragon Fruit. Adrenalin, energy drink, filled adrenaline gel. Neki nemam pojma nija šta je ovo. Ne je bitno. Koga je, bitno je da se kvalitetno trujem.
Kako su ubijen Dracula, oh my god, oh hell no.
Šta je bilo?
Good job Dracula.
Šta je bilo?
Good job,
Šta je bilo s njim? Alo?
Halo, 1-2.
Šta ti je? Što si livo?
Zašto ćeš da se joinuješ meni sad?
A ko je poenta toga?
Tamo stavi accept.
Da bi od ovog bili...
Ne, ja ništa protiv njega, ali...
Open Dark Ether Rift, vidiš što mi dao ovdje? Drži osnik, imam viška. Imam za care, ne. Treba mi armor jeba. Treba mi backpack. Sve malo jeba.
Raymond, follow me.
Follow you.
A, ti čuo si ga?
Koga?
Moju babu, pokojnu, Radušu.
Ima ovdje nešto da vidim pamet.
Kereća pućica.
Yes.
A šta, imaš mes? Ta ti bar jedan. Ajmo ovo.
I try so hard. In the end.
It doesn't even matter. Tražimo ove sanduke ovdje za armor.
Karakter brokovan jebote.
Koji da?
Ramena, leđa, sve, vidio sam samog sebe čitao preko spotova na nema li se.
Imaš dva oružja ovdje. Imaš tu. Si našao backpack?
Ne.
Ne, vero.
Gdje bi?
Ne.
A?
Zato lutuju moje sanduke. Imaš dobru šansu da nađeš onaj plavi backpack i onaj light kebe. Oh, evo ga hunting contract. Yes.
Yes, it is I.
Stronghold ahead. Terminus won't give it up without a fight. So expect reinforcements if you choose to engage.
Skoči gore, imaš teleport levo od zgrade, znaš to? On nije uvijek, evo ga ovdje, gledaj. To sam provalio. Ne, skočiš mu na glavu.
Ne, ja snajperom. Jer ga puca snajper.
Sam gubio. Ili je povegu unutra.
Ubit ću ga, sad ću da ti... skoči da.
Merci. Beaucoup. Nisam te ništa da kažem. Mislio sam da znaš. Nema šanse da pogodi. O, stani. Ko zna gdje je ovo? Ujebate, gdje smo mi?
Do drugog kraja mape.
A neki kontrakt ovdje, ajmo sebi da bušimo, ovo je vrlo...
Ova mapa ovdje, znam je na pamet.
Pa zato što je to onaj kontrakt 2.
Da, znam.
Yes, you do.
Znači što je misija, napamet znam. Mi znam po onoj, brate, mapi što su skratili dole.
A, igra si ono.
Obično multiplayer. Pa da, obično multiplayer.
Samo fragment mape, ništa drugo.
Koliko su lejni jebati postari. Uzme od ogromne mape, samo naprave skraćeno i stavu multiplayer. Istrpaju i evo vam ga 70 evra. Najnoviji kod. Trash. Nema originalno ništa više jebati.
Nope. Ne. Stižem. Kuc. Drži.
To su dva.
Zvon.
A, telefon, idemo.
Kad gađaš s eksplozivima imaš veću šansu da
Da ih napraviš.
Da.
Ja, brate, mislim da ti je ovo druga igra koju znaš napamet već, bukvalno. I ja isto, a pogotovo kako.
Killing Floor. Znači treći.
Treći, da, Hunt, Killing Floor, pa ovo već.
Gledaj ovo.
Realno...
Gledaj ovo.
Šta, pistiku, kako se zove...
Viš dole.
Šta najviše igra. Opa, pušta. Šta smo igrali najviše? Kod je.
Gledaj sad ovo. Evo ti ovdje. Pa znam je, uvijek isto. Zato što se ne trude da promene, znaš.
Ali PUBG to brate radi dobro, bre. Uvijek je random loot, znaš. Ovdje više nema ni, brate, random loot. Znaš?
Čekaj.
Drži, jasno. Pa šta je uzimaš onda?
Zato što mi je zamenio, nisam to da uradim. Pa sad. Ne. Imaš gore dva sanduka. Na jedan tu, ne. Gore ima na vrhu. Tu imaš orman unutra. Ne, grenade launcher ako ćeš da spamuješ. Imaš shotgun automatski tu u vodi. Čekaj, gdje je prodavnica? Odi vam. Evo ti kupi medium backpack, mrzim ja da ga lutam. Kupi medium backpack, jesi da, znamo da ih pobijemo.
Imam stronghold, okej, da li treba?
Pa ako hoćeš baš level 3 pancir, ali... To ti je povolj.
I armore kupim, drži armore, kupio sam viška armora.
Ne treba.
Mnogo sam viška armora.
Ne kupujem ja nikad toliko. Zombi ti dropuju non stop.
Gdje si ti jebate?
Otišao kao ovome Strongholdu.
Hej! Mato na troli... Pa gdje ode čovjek već AFK jeba?
Skoro trolina. Možda nema Milan Belada. Nema ga jebote. Šta je s njim, brate? Uopšte ga nema.
Pa pojavi se on tako, možda nešto on tu
RNG.
stoje.
Ne, znam da ima problema ovako, ali...
Evo to. O.
Znaš što me posjeća ovo kad uđem u ovaj Stronghold, ovaj bolesni Stronghold? Kao da igram Six Age, ali onaj mod Stranger Things.
Evo imaš medium backpack u ovim armanima. 2 medium backpacka. Toliko tome. Ulala. Ajmo.
Vamos gringos, pingos!
Vamos. Uf. Samo dim. Evo ti pancir. Gdje si? Izvoli.
Aliyah. Welcome to my channel.
Drži on. Iza tebe.
Opa, large backpack, idemo...
Vrlo random, to inače košta 10.000 da se kupi.
Baš je random.
A pički su pobegli, znaš, s kolima.
Ajmo kerat da uzem bit.
Haha, a gde?
U treću zonu.
A.
Ili ćeš u drugu zonu.
Pa možeš ako hoćeš, ali ćeš poginut prema što ćeš uzeti kjera.
Kako znaš, ne. Da mi samo kola.
Samo bilo za free XP. Ništa drugo.
Mjesto da Mečića.
Imam sniper.
Idemo lepo da pobravo.
Da kažem, sve što lepo kratko traje. Može i oko.
Ajmo kera da.
Može, može. Skupim rakete. To neće imat gorivo. Ajmo. Ajmo.
Vamos, gringos, vamos.
Vamos, caballeros. Oni kako... Ajde, idi po to, je. Pa ću ja razmijem okolo. Evo ti ga, kući se za kjer. Bote kjer.
A šta hoće peta, brate, ide na 5 build.
Evo ti pet ovdje.
Ide na 5 builda. To. Znaš da sam razmišljao?
Da ne baviš pet.
Skinem, ne, da skinem WoW jebote preko Warframe. Ono, privatni server uđem, bre, ti igram.
Aha.
Znaš loše
Jel ima toga i dalje, a?
Ima 10.000 igrača, brate, na Lich Kingu. Lich King ti se igra na, brate, privatnim najviše, brate. Zato što je Lich King iskreno najviše balansiran, realno.
I meni, ja sam prestao da igram ovo posle Lich Kinga.
Meni je najgori, brate, kataklizma, ono, brate, mount, letenje kroz teksture, užasno. Gde je kućica?
Uzeo sam ja već kjera.
Uzeo si ti kjera? Sad ću ti da vidiš. Znači, ovaj kod napravili kao da je Wolf. Ovaj zombi mod. Imaš zone, imaš AI, level, buđenje pušaka, karaktera. Isti kurac sve na ovaj kraj Blizzard Vegas. Pao sam. Što je zajebano pasti ovdje, a? Šta je s ovim?
Da. O, neurotik, pa gdje si nam ti? Neki zajeban posao, a? Vidio si zajebanije.
Dođi vam, Drako, ne ulazi unutra, verujem.
Samo noću radiš ili? Ček, neka strana firma ili obezbeđenje?
Securitas. Životinje. Kuma ćeš zemlju.
Nemoj molit.
Šta je ovo na akciji Resident Evil 7 i Village za 29 €?
Za 29 € Village, to je preskupo.
A to ti je... 4. Sedmica? Sedmica je uvijek bila skupa, nisi siguran zašto.
Ja ne znam, ja te Resident Evil, brate, nisam ni pogledao čestito.
Drakula.
Znači ono, odigrao sam onu peticu...
Nekoga je već uzeo.
Bilo sam nešto davno, te neke stare daleke što se
Nekoga je već uzeo Drakula.
To nešto novo što su kao pravili iz prvog lica i u onoj kući s onom nešto porodicom.
Jesi palio kod, ne urati. Jesi vidio skinove, oni nisu normalni, što brate.
Šta je, brate, na kodu?
Kako to?
Otišli dalje, kupili Sony, brate, gdje...
Warzone i to, misliš, pa dobro, zato što je free.
Ono kako dalje dođe, ono, kad te loko aim assist, nemaš ništa. Mislim, ja sam izradio bi aktivirao.
Da, refundo se pisio.
Za mene je 0
Evo zak. Stiženje izradio sve.
Ja sam prvi dan sam otičao u ceo pas.
A šta radiš?
Battle Pass je uspio za jedan dan.
Kupio onaj Black Cell.
Aha.
Black Cell mi se odlučio automatski. Onda sam ga platio 30 evra, nisam to sam dobio preko 3000.
Vozi on na pumpu, napuni ga goriva.
Lada, šta je ovo, Lada je?
I onda sam to bio refund, a ovo mi je ostalo uključeno.
Nenormalni skinovi, stvarno nisu normalni.
Koliko ste ushićeni zato što imate Walking Dead skinove sada?
Wow, ja volim Walking Dead, HBO, Rick, idemo. A što nisu stavili Darila?
Stani, nemam vremena, skupljam ta govna 2 puta.
Daryl je bio previše skup.
Njemu nije htio da im plati.
Znači ono kao Daryl je morao da dođe sa motorom. A to im je bilo mnogo.
Samo su uzeli Ricka i ovu smećarku i vrate Michelle.
Misli bar ona iz... kako se zove... Velike turske dinastije. That's my dog, thank you. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, works.
I'm reloading.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nema ništa na brati Steamu na popustu.
Oh, Mr. Robot.
Ne, nema ni nove igre nekako. Da, ni multiplayer nema neki novi, sve na isti princip. Vidiš, ovaj Golden Armor ne može eksplozija da mu skine ništa, znaš?
Nije, možda si popio onaj sok, možda popiš onaj nuklearni sok.
Da, evo.
A, da. Yes, I do.
Yes.
Wait, dude, hello.
Dude!
Hey.
Vidi ga Zumbar, majke ti, vidi ga. Halo, Zumbar! Tomb Raider i Zumbar. So retarded.
Wait a minute.
Ja kao njemu snimam, znaš.
Taj lik ni ne vidi to.
I ja sam prso.
Ajmo dalje, aj ti.
Ovi su mi čudni, brate, ko da su NPC-evi.
Možda su stvarno bote.
Gledaj ovo, brate. Ovo je hodanje, ovo su NPC-evi, brate.
Botovi.
Ovo su botovi, brate. Pogledaj AI, brate. Šta je ovo? Pogledaj.
Vernet.
Ovo je bot, ovo nije igrač, brate. Pogledaj waypoint. Stavljaju botove u igru, alo, od igrača.
Draklo, dođi.
Pogledaj.
Iza tebe, Draklo. Draklo, iza tebe.
Ovo PUBG radi odavno.
Uzmi onaj sok tamo.
O, čekaj da vidim kako vozi. Moram da I skriptano.
Dođi vamo, mister.
Iskriptano po ovoj putu.
Dođi vamo.
A šta ja igram, brate? Kakvu ja igru igram, brate? Hoću da brišem ovaj put. Igrači i botovi, brate. Bunim se, brate, ne igram sa, brate, pravim ljudima, brate. Bolje da da ne znam šta.
Ali ovako možeš da pobediš.
Inside the Matrix, they're everywhere.
Ovako možeš da pobediš, makar, nemoj tako.
Nije ono, do you wish to take the red pill to wake up, or do you wish to take, to continue sleeping, or you wish to take the blue one to wake up?
Poenta, ovo je PUBG radio kad su izgubili player bazu, da su stavljali bazu. I zato sam i prestao PUBG da igram i evo sad ovdje ne možeš naći...
uskoro je Hanshodan.
100% je i Warzone običan ima, brate, botov, vjerovatno. Ne bi me čudilo. Jebi ga, tako oni drže igru kao da je...
Gdje ćeš nas u vazduh? Pali si s pištoljem auto.
Znam slučaj. Evo ga novi. Don't cry. I imaš skin tu bolj.
Yes.
Ovo što je ovo? Alo? Jesi čujem?
Halo? Disconnect us.
Recera, šta se desilo, letio si po ovoj mapi Paki Plus, sve živo.
Molim ja da ne dignete vozilo vozduh. Hvala. Nemoj oko autora pucaš, molim te. Hvala. Gdje je Mimik?
Juri mene.
Get us there. Have eyes on Pack-a-Punch.
Gdje je Draco?
Ne znam šta ćemo sa Kerom. Imam 3 mesa. Imam 3 mesa.
Ćemo Kera.
Nema ni jedno.
Treba naći, uzeli su svi, čitav server uzeli, mislim. Ovi pravi igrači, ako su uopšte pravi igrači. Ili su i botovi, ali nisu ne.
Ti misliš da botovi mogu uzmu Kera, a?
Ne mogu. Nisu oni toliko, oni su lenji bre da naprave toliko.
Tu tako skript.
To ti kaš.
Ima igrač. Ali ono dvoje nisu igrači bili. Lara Croft i onaj Zumbo.
Zumbo?
Ne znam nije šta. Ko je ono skid? Buba neka, Buba Korel.
Ma nek da ono nuklearno gorivo. Nuklearno gorivo samo da im. Evo ga, Wunderfitz. Jel imaš tamo znak nuklearni tamo dole na onom baru?
Da.
A onda u redu.
Ću da ti pinem.
Ako ima negdje blizu reci mi, ali ja ga...
Ovdje bed, single. A ne ono gas dole, šta? Čekaj, šta ti tačno treba?
Ti još nisi promenio quest. Ja ti gledam queste, piše ti obtain a mask, destroy iter nest, acquire cipher tablet.
Voli me kurac da me presi. Ja igram da mi prođe vreme.
Yes, I know.
Ne da ja gledam questove, šta da radim sebi. Šta će mi ti questovi doneti pametno? Šta, skin? Još neki koji će da mi stoji?
Pa, valjda ti je interesantno da malo questuješ kroz igru, otko ne znam način.
Meni to prosto odnosi. Jeli znam da je isto skriptu za svaki quest. Idi, ubi ovog. Pokupi ovo. Dostavi ono. Sad se... O, vidio, možda se kupiš.
Šta ovo?
Fast scan.
Oh, if you insist.
Šta rade ovi, ne razumijem.
Primjerec.
Kupili su se dosta njih.
Hađi.
Vozi, ko na nove puste. Ona je.
Bam. Uzmi taj kontrakt, hvala. Evo, da iziš tim u garaži, je? Pošao.
Ludilo mozga. Gdje si kućo? Gdje si ti meni? Gdje si ljepotanju moj? Kako si ružan, sunce ti poljubim.
Čim mi se svaki put kad odirnem kjera da mi skine health, znaš? Odakle ide radijacija? Sa vrha mape ili iz donjih ćoškova? Sad na mape.
Das!
He doesn't. Eto, igra mi se Hunt, ali ne igra mi se ovaj tron.
Ajde. Nema možda sad nema možda, rekao si.
Ne znam, možda onaj Battle Pass ako bude, to jest
Igrat ću ja.
event bude bio dobro.
Igrat ću ja. Nije problem. Op. Puča igra, a? Sam zapucao. Yes, i da... Yes.
Nešto ideš prema pravo, bre.
Yes.
To zabavati igra.
Yes.
Idemo se da...
Oh my god, dobro eto.
Yes. Vidi ga ovdje on. Gdje ćeš, možda se rekao neko.
Kako ne?
Ne može da...
Hoće još nešto? Hoće još nešto?
Pogledaj ga, ovo moram da ga bi snimio. Ništa, izlazim ja van mape. Nema od ovoga leba.
Ha, uzeo si veliki ruksak, triple plate, triple caution.
idem ja da izađem da
Hvala mi.
i meni ne krašuje, bre.
Hvala mi.
Kritično je ovo već postalo.
Yes.
Čim je tebi krašovalo, onda znam da će meni.
On si otišao sam čitam strip, poslije toga idem na posao.
Ajde, srećno.
Zdrav ti. Čitam onu, rekao sam ti, korejsku mahvu, sad ću ti reći šta čitam tačno. Jako dobar, bar se meni sviđa. Ovo. O liku koji se zove čitaoc ili reader.
Koliko ih ima jebote. Webtoon. Webtoon.
Here.